we've just made it up to here. Thank you so much for your support, contribution, and encouragement that we've received from our community. I'd like to thank our tournament sponsor, Expert Education and Visa, who've been our major partner since last year. Likewise, I'd also like to acknowledge the support of our partners, Piranha, Shey's Home, and Property Connect, and our media partner, Creek World. Similarly, our live broadcast partner, Silahati Livestream, and our food partners, Domino's Stratford and Hamro Jamgat Restaurant. My sincere thanks to our franchise team members, Rai Properties, Vibrant Education, Ruby Homes, Capella Cleaning Services, and MarkQ Homes. MarkQ Homes is our new addition to the family. A warm welcome to you into the family, and I believe your inclusion in the league will make the tournament even more competitive and exciting. I'd also like to acknowledge the support, tremendous support of our team members, without whose support, of course, including myself, we wouldn't be just doing this event today. Lastly, we're still looking for some more partnership with our community organizations, corporates, and businesses. If you're interested to join your hand with us, we are open to welcome you all. Please do reach one of our team members anytime to talk about this. Once again, thank you to each and everyone for your time, your commitment, and your passion. I wish you all the best for today's auction and rest of the tournament of this season. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramdai, for the speech and welcoming everyone. First of all, I'd like to introduce you to myself. My name is Ashish Petwal. I've been with the community for about 12 years now in Australia, being a part of Nepali media fraternity, and now recently being introduced to NPL Australia as a part of being the host, being your commentator, and now for today's event, an auctioneer as well, alongside my co-auctioneer, UV, right beside with me. Having said that, it's my first time holding an auction, so apologies in advance if I commit any kind of mistake. I really wish you bear with me in sort of any kind of turbulence during this smooth ride that we are planning to sail ahead. First of all, to all our viewers watching online, I'd like to welcome you all. The title sponsor is Expert Education and Visa Services, powered by Piranha, supported by Sage Home Loans and Property Connect. Media partner, Cricket Sansar, broadcasting partner, Silahati, and food partner, Hamro Jamgat and Domino's Stratfield. Once again, I'd like to welcome you all on this auction today of Expert NPL Season 5. Prior to moving ahead, I would like to introduce you all to the teams that we have and the owners of the teams. We have Ruby Homes, who's the owner of Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans. A round of applause for Ruby Homes. Similarly, we have Ray Properties, who's the owner of Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. Likewise, we have Capella Cleaning Services, who are the owner of Capella Phoksundo Strikers. Similarly, we have Vibrant Education and Migration Consultancy Services, Vibrant Education and Migration Services, who are the owner of Vibrant Begnas Stars. And the addition of our wonderful franchises this season is MarkQ Homes, who own MarkQ Homes Rara Royals. I'd like to welcome you all to NPL Australia's family. Thank you so much. Next step ahead is we are going to announce the following category on my screen right here, who are the retained players, both in gold and silver category to begin with. May I please request the slides to be shared for the gold and silver category that the teams have retained players on. On gold category, we have Akash Pathak, Ayush Chung Thapa, Chitiz Basnet, Nitesh Thapa, Om Prakash Chapai, Prashant Bista, Raju Neupane, and Yogendra Singh Karki. Congratulations to all the players for being retailed in the gold class. Likewise, on silver category, we have Anup Oli, Anurag Kherwar, Vivek Dipkota, Dipendra Thapa, Hemanta Acharya, Kritan Tamrakar, Raman Jaisi, Sanjay Bhatt on silver category. Thank you so much and congratulations to all the players for being retained. Similarly, under 18, we have Aryan Pokhrel and Nirav Sharma marked as under 18 players. Congratulations and brilliant initiative by all the teams to include under 18 players and give them enough exposure for days to come. Likewise, for NCAA MarkQ player, we have Bimal Kandel, Shishir Thapa, Veer Jamwal, Avinash Bohra, and Tej Chand. Congratulations, everyone. Likewise, we also have initiated the franchise preferred players this season, and we have 3 players in that list, who are Ayush Sanju, Saksham Dhakal, and Saroj Pathak. Similarly, we have introduced the NOOC category, which is national or other community players. This includes Avinash Karn and Jitendra Mukhia added on this particular category. Congratulations to both the players. Now the moment is here and we do not want to delay the process, but before that we just want to go ahead with the purse value and the team squad size that we have currently for all the teams. Beginning with Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes, we have 7 players already in their squad out of 18 max, and the purse value balance for them is 5.1k, which they have to spend today. Next, we have Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans. They already have 7 players in the squad, and they also have 5.1k in their purse to be able to spend today. Next, we have Vibrant Begnas Stars, who currently have 5 players in their squad, and they also have 5.1k to spend in the purse. Similarly, with Capella Phoksundo Strikers, they have 5 players in the squad and 5.1k in the purse balance for today. MarkQ Homes Rara Royals today has $7,000 in the purse size, and they have 2 players in the squad that have already filled. I wish you all the best today for the auction, and may the best teams secure the best players that they're aiming for today, because the game has already begun. It's not on the field, but it's today that you are going to spend the amount that is going to decide who you will have on field to represent your team and play for your team. That will help you go on top of that points table. Once again, I wish you all the best. We'll take a quick 1 minute break and we'll just begin the auction. Thank you so much. Yes.
May we know, please, like which franchisee reserve Avinash Karn, so that we can plan accordingly.
यसमा एकजना कमल सिंह अहिले छुटेको छ है बाहिरबाट कमल सिंह
Avinash.
Actually, ग्रुपमा अविनाश कर्णको चाहिँ आउँदैन. So if हामीलाई थाहा भयो कुन टिमले लिँदैछ भने we can plan accordingly. कसले लिँदैछ अविनाश कर्ण?
So Ray Property Gokyo Heroes has Avinash Karn.
एउटामा जितेन्द्र मुखिया
Ruby Homes Tilicho Titan has Jitendra Mukhia.
अनि कमल सिंह अहिले भएको
Vibrant Begnas Stars has Kamal Singh Airi.
How do you think त्यो सबमिट गर्ने त 25 जुलाई होला.
20 जुलाईसम्म गर्ने हो अगाडि गर्दा पनि ढिलो भयो 20 जुलाईपछि चाहिँ सबमिट गर्न पाएन.
Any other questions before we head on to the auctions? If you want to set yourself off with drinking some water, getting your throat cleared, because we don't want you missing on the paddles out there. To all our online viewers, I would like to keep you informed that we are setting up for the auction in the next phase, and we will just be back.
अनि यो पनि भनिदिनु भएको भने जस्तै एभ्री भोलि रेस गर्दाखेरि वाट्स द डिफरेन्स 50 100
50.
मलाई त होइन पानीमा टेन्सन
Only मान्छे तिमीलाई एकजना चाहिन्छ. It cannot be multiple people because then you can always chase one person on the table. जुन त्यसरी उठाउँछ नि त्यो चाहिँ टिममा फिक्स गरेर एकजना ताकि तिमीले चाहिँ त्यो मान्छेलाई पाउनु.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to once again invite you to this floor here. Pay your utmost attention here, because what I believe is true leaders lift the paddle and then the trophy. I would also like to request in each table, if you can stick to one person raising the paddle so that I can follow that same person every single time. To begin the auction with today, we are going to start off with FPP players, which are franchise preferred players. The 3 players on this list are going to start off with the base price of $300. Every additional bid or every counter bid will increase by $50 on every of those categories, whether that be FPP or general category. We are going to start with the first player on this list for FPP, and the player is player number 110, Saroj Pathak. Saroj Pathak is a batter, and the base price starts at $300. Can I see any opening bid for Saroj Pathak? Saroj Pathak, $300. Any opening bid for Saroj Pathak? Saroj Pathak, $300. Franchise preferred players. Franchise, and I have the first bid here. Ray Property Gokyo Heroes, $300 for Saroj Pathak. Saroj Pathak is currently with Ray Property Gokyo Heroes at $300. Brilliant batter who can smack some sixes out there. Brilliant addition to your team as well. Who is the next bid? Can I see any counter offers? Any counter offers from anyone? Just $50 more and the player can be yours. Any further bids on Saroj Pathak? Any further bids that I can see on the floor? No further bids. I'm just going to close it down. If no further bids, sending off once, twice, and it's sold to Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. Congratulations, Saroj Pathak, sold to Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. Next on the list, Next on the list, we have another player. It's here, but it's no point there, yeah. All right, we move on to the next player, and the player is player number 102, Saksham Dahal. Saksham Dahal is the all-rounder. Thank you very much, Saksham Dahal. Saksham Dahal is the all-rounder, and the base price starts at $300. Do I have an opening bid for Saksham Dahal? Do I have an opening bid for the all-rounder that can add some value to your team? Saksham Dahal at $300. Any interested bid? Any interested bid, whether be Ruby, we have Capella Cleaning Services bidding for Saksham Dahal at $300. Any paddles being raised for $350. Just $50 more, and the player can be yours. Who is the next bid coming from? Identify the player, because that player can be the key person for you to lift the trophy. Who is the next bidding going to be with? MarkQ Homes, are you interested? Vibrant Begnas Stars, what's your bidding? Ray Property, Gokyo Heroes might show some interest. They are doing some calculations out there. Can I see some bidding? No further bid. Ray Property, Gokyo Heroes steps on to $350 for Ray Property, Gokyo Heroes. Do I see further bidding? This is the competition we are seeking. Capella, Phoksundo have increase the bidding to $400. $400 to Saksham Dahal. That is an absolute catch out there for $400. Saksham Dahal currently with Capella Phoksundo Strikers. Do we have further bids from anyone? Ray Property Gokyo Heroes, are you going to counter offer for Saksham Dahal? Do I see the paddles being raised? Do I see the paddles being raised? Do I see the paddles being raised? I'm going to make a final call, and do not miss this out because you are paying attention to your phone. We have Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans in the race, and currently the bid sits at $450. $450. We have Capella Phoksundo Strikers. They are adamant about Saksham Dahal. Who is the next one? Identifying the true caliber of the player. True caliber of the player, who is Saksham Dahal, who is going to put out the next bid out there. Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans just a step ahead. There's some massive discussion, and they have raised the paddle up. Currently sitting at $500. $500. Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans. Who is going to make the next bid? Who is Capella Phoksundo Strikers? We have a brilliant bidding attack going on here. Face to face. And others are just staring. Do not just stare, because this might be the opportunity that you were seeking for. Where's the next bid coming from? Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans, just a paddle up before you secure the play, and the paddle goes up. The paddle goes up, $550 currently with Ruby Homes. Capella is not going to lag behind. Currently, Capella, $600. $600, Saksham Dahal, brilliant addition to your team, and a superb all-rounder that can be a massive addition. MarkQ Homes, you are just watching and staring, looking and analyzing. I love that effort, but currently sits with Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans. Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans, $600. Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans, $600. Do I see some last-minute bidding out here? Do I see some last-minute bidding out here? It should be 650 next. Currently sits at 600. So 650 next goes to Capella Phoksundo Strikers. $650. $650. Next is $700 that we are jumping off at. No. Now it's 700. Now it's 700. If you are wanting to make a bid, $700, and just raise that paddle up, and that is going to be yours for now. That is going to be yours for now on $700 if you are going to jump onto that bid. $650 currently sits with Capella Phoksundo. Sorry about that. $700 currently sits with Capella Phoksundo Strikers. $700, $750, and Ruby Homes. Saksham Dahal can be yours. Are we seeing further bid from there? Counter bid on the last minute. Counter bid on the last minute. Franchise favorite players means that he's going to produce amazing results for you. Any other further bids before I sell the player to Capella Phoksundo Strikers? Capella Phoksundo Strikers. Fair call, fair warning. once, twice, and it's sold to Capella Phoksundo Strikers. Congratulations. The player gets sold on $700 for Capella Phoksundo Strikers, Saksham Dakal. That's some very healthy attacks in front of us that we came to observe, and we love this kind of competition. Once again, the final player on the FPP list, who is none other than player number 26, Ayush Saiju. Ayush Saiju is, and before I even complete the pronunciation of the name, Capella Phoksundo Strikers starts at $300. $300 currently at Capella Phoksundo Strikers. Ayush Saiju, another all-rounder, another FPP player, which means that he brings a valuable addition to your team. Who is the next bidder I'm going to see for Ayush Saiju? Ayush Saiju, all-rounder, and he brings an immense value to your team. Not just with bat, not just with ball, but he can do it all for you. Ayush Saiju, who do I see the next bid for? Any interested party for Ayush Saiju? Ayush Saiju currently sits with Capella Phoksundo Strikers for $300. $50 more and they can be yours. Ruby Homes, Vibrant, MarkQ Homes, Ray Properties. Okay, I see the paddle up there. Ruby Homes Tilicho Titan scores for $350. We need the paddles up. We need the paddles up. We need the paddles up on the air. Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans currently at $350. Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans currently at $350. Yes, $350. $350 Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans. Can I get the update on the screen as well? Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans, $350. $400 with Capella Phoksundo Strikers. Capella Phoksundo Strikers, $400. They know what they are looking for. Do you know what you are looking for? Come on. It's the time that you are going to bid. Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans. That is $450 right now with Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans. Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans at $450. Do I see further $50 addition by anyone? Capella Phoksundo Strikers, are you joining the race? Are you joining the race and bidding at $500? $500 next for Ayush Saiju. Do I see a paddle raised, anyone? We see a paddle raise from MarkQ Homes. Amazing. We have $500 at MarkQ Homes right now for Ayush Saiju. Do we see anyone else right now for Ayush Saiju? Ayush Saiju, all-rounder, the last FPP players that we have for today, whose base price was already $300. You know the value. You know the value. And we have Capella Phoksundo Strikers, $550 currently with them. Ruby Homes, are you joining the race? MarkQ Homes, you know what you will be missing out if you don't raise that paddle. Vibrant Begnas Stars and Ray Property Gokyo Heroes, we need to see some paddles as well. You are analyzing, you are making some strategies, but it's the time, it's right now the time. We have Capella Phoksundo Strikers currently at $550. Do we have anyone else? Do we have anyone else before I sell the player to Capella Phoksundo Strikers? Is that we have MarkQ Homes once again gone for $600. $600 Ayush Saiju. Ayush Saiju currently sits with MarkQ Homes for $600. $600 MarkQ Homes have already looked at adding a brilliant team to their team members. Do we have any further bids for Ayush Saiju? Ayush Saiju, do we see a paddle being raised? It's the last call I'm going to make, because this is the time that you are going to decide the future shaping of your team. Capella Phoksundo Strikers, Ruby Homes. Do we have anyone? Currently sits with MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals. Going once, going twice. Is the paddle raising? And it's sold to MarkQ Homes. Ayush Saiju. Congratulations, MarkQ Homes. You have the all-rounder, FPP, franchise preferred player added to your team. $600 Ayush Saiju sold to MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals. What an interesting start that was. What an interesting start that was, because the game that we are seeing here already speaks volume to itself. We are done with FPP players list. Now we are moving on to the general players auction, which starts with the base price of $100. $100 for all the players as the opening bid that is going to move forward. If you place your paddle up in the air, that means you start off with $100. Can I have the first player from the general category on display? Player number 128, Vikesh Joshi. He is a bowling expert. Do we have an opening bid for Vikesh Joshi? Vikesh Joshi, $100 opening bid, anyone? Who needs a bowler in the team? Who is going to shape up their bowling attack? Vikesh Joshi, anyone? Do I hear a paddle being raised for Vikesh Joshi? Anyone? Vikesh Joshi, just $100 as the base price. Anyone? Vikesh Joshi. Vikesh Joshi, do I see a paddle being raised? Do I see a paddle being raised? Are you confused? Do you need some few more seconds? The time's almost up. First call, and then the final call. And he remains unsold. Sorry about that. We'll be going through the resell down the line. Thank you. We have the next player on the list, on the general category, who is player number 111, Saroj Paudel. Batter by his caliber, Saroj Paudel. Do I have an opening bid for $100? $100 opening bid for Saroj Paudel. Do I see anyone out here, any franchise interested in Saroj Paudel? Opening bid. I need the opening bid of $100. Do not leave it till the last because you do not want him unsold. Who is that player? We have 7 seconds up already. First call, second call, and the final call before the paddle is being raised. Or is there some more seconds that you need? Capella, say Phoksundo strikers. Are you raising the paddle? No. Anyone out there? And he remains unsold. Next player we have on the list is Ajay Lama. Ajay Lama is a bowling expert. Do we have an opening bid for Ajay Lama? Ajay Lama, opening bid at $100. Ruby Homes, Tilicho Titans, Vibrant Begnas Stars, MarkQ Homes. Anyone interested in Ajay Lama? The 33 years bowling expert. Do we have any bidding for Ajay Lama? Do we have any paddles being raised for Ajay Lama? 7 seconds up. Do we see any paddles being raised for Ajay Lama? Going once, going twice, and he remains unsold. Next player on the list, we have player number 48. Opening bid at $100 for Gyanu Bahadur BK. He is bowling expert, 22 years old, a young profiled player. Do we have an opening bid at $100? Do I see a paddle being raised for $100 for Gyanu Bahadur BK? Do we have any paddles being raised for Gyanu Bahadur BK? $100. $100 base price, 7 seconds up. Do I have any paddles being raised for Gyanu Bahadur BK? Going once, going twice, and he remains unsold. Next player on the list, we have player number 3, who is Avishesh Chetri, 27 years old, wicket keeper, a key contributor to the team. Do I have a bidding starting from $100? Anyone at $100? $100 for Avishesh Chetri. Avishesh Chetri, wicket keeper addition to your team. Anyone at $100? $100, 7 seconds up. Do not miss out on the chance of grabbing the wicket keeper in your team, on your squad. Anyone going once, going twice, and remains unsold. Next player on the list, we have player number 90, Ridiam Sarma. Starting bid at $100. He's a wicket keeper again. Ridiam Sarma, do we have an opening bid of $100? $100 opening bid. Franchises, you need to scale up. You need to scale up on your squad sizes as well. I'm pretty sure you would want to go on fulfilled out from here. Wicket keeper, $100, 7 seconds already up. Do I see a paddle being raised? Do I see a paddle being raised? Do I see a paddle being raised for Ridiam Sharma? $100 bid to begin with. Going once, going twice, and remains unsold. Next player on the list, we have player number 85, Rajiv Dhital, starting with $100 of the opening bid. 35 years old all-rounder. Rajiv Dhital, do I see an opening bid for $100? Can I get an opening bid for $100? Rajiv Dhital. Rajiv Dhital, opening bid for $100. All-rounder and some brilliant addition to your team. Do I see a paddle being raised? 7 seconds up. Do I see a paddle being raised or just a bottle of water? Do I see a paddle being raised? We have the paddle raised for Rajiv Dhital. Vibrant Begnas Stars has bid for $100 for Rajiv Dhital. Do I see a counter bid from anyone? Do I see a counter bid from anyone? Do I see a counter bid for Rajiv Dital, who is the all-rounder, an addition to your team before I sell it off to Vibrant Begnas Stars. Vibrant Begnas Stars, current bid holder for Rajiv Dital. Do I see anyone? Just $50 more and the player can be yours. There's already an interest coming through. Going once, going twice, and sold to Vibrant Begnas Stars. Congratulations, Vibrant Begnas Stars. Rajiv Dital sold for $100 to your team. Next player on the list, player number 103, Sallu Yadav, 22 years of age, wicket keeper. Starting bid at $100. $100 starting bid. Do I see Sallu Yadav? Interest on Sallu Yadav from any of those franchises? Do I see a paddle being raised? Do I see a paddle being raised? Because the players have the hope being raised as well. Do I see a paddle being raised? 7 seconds up. The timer has already been ticking. Do I see any further bids from anyone? Any opening bids from anyone? No bids. Going once, going twice, and remains unsold. Next player on the list, we have player number 89, Ram Surat Yadav. Do I see an opening bid of $100 for this 24 years old all-rounder? Do I see an opening bid for Ram Surat Yadav? Ram Surat Yadav, a brilliant all-rounder for your team. Any teams raising the paddle for Ram Surat Yadav? Ram Surat Yadav, we have the bidding from Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. Currently sits with Ray Property Gokyo Heroes for $100. Do I see another bid, a counter bid of $150 with anyone? Any other franchises? Ram Surat Yadav, you know the potential, you know the name, you know what the player is capable of. Ray Property Gokyo Heroes currently sits with $100 bid for Ram Surat Yadav. Do I have a further paddle being raised from anyone before I sell it off to Ray Property Gokyo Heroes? Do I see a paddle being raised, going once, going twice, and sold to Ray Property Gokyo Heroes?
Can you get the remaining pots value of every team as well in the screen?
We will do that absolutely on a momentarily basis after the auction of 30 players. Thank you. Next player on the list, player number 4, Abhi Kardale. Current bid sits at $100. 38 years old bowling expert. Abhi Kardale, do I have an opening bid for $100? Anyone? Do I have an opening bid for Abhi Kardale? Abhi Kardale currently sits at $100 opening bid. Any parties interested for Abhi Kardale? 7 seconds timer up. Do I see any opening bid from we have from MarkQ Homes, who is interested in Abhi Kardale, 30 years old, 38 years old, bowling expert, Abhi Kardale. MarkQ Homes currently has the bid for Abhi Kardale. Do I see a counter of $150? $50 more and the player is yours. Do I see any other further bids? We have from Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans at $150 for Abhi Kardale. MarkQ Homes currently sits with Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans at $150. Do I see a paddle being raised? You would not want to miss out on your favorite player. If that's on your strategy, you wouldn't want to miss him. Do I see a paddle being raised for Abhi Kardale at $200? Do I see a paddle being raised before I sell the player off? Going once, going twice, and sold to Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans for $150. Congratulations, Abhi Kardale. Next player on the list is player number 67, Nitesh Singh, 24 years, batting expert. Do we have an opening bid of $100 for Nitesh Singh? $100 opening bid for Nitesh Singh. Franchises, it's your time to shine. Who has the opening bid for $100 for Nitesh Singh? Nitesh Singh, batting expert, 24 years of age. We already have the 7 seconds timers up. Do I have an opening bid for Nitesh Singh? $100. Just $100 and Nitesh Singh is yours. Do I have an opening bid from anyone before the player remains unsold? Going once, going twice, and remains unsold. Next player on the list, we have player number 92, Ritik Magar, 25 years of age, batting expert. Do we have an opening bid at $100? Do I see an opening bid at $100 for Ritik Magar? Do I see an opening bid for $100 for Ritik Magar? Do I see can I hear an opening bid for Ritik Magar? $100. 7 seconds timers up. Do I see an opening bid from anyone? Do I see an opening bid from anyone? Any interested parties out there? Going once, going twice, and the player remains unsold. Just out of time. Next player on the list is player number 107. Player number 107, Sandeep Paudel, starting bid at $100. Player number 107, starting bid at $100. Do I have an interest on 26 years of age all-rounder? The all-rounder, 26 years of age, Sandeep Paudel. Do I have an opening bid at $100? 7-second time is up. Do I have an opening bid at $100 for Sandeep Paudel? Sandeep Paudel. Any interested parties for all the all-rounders? Sandeep Paudel. Do I see a paddle being raised? Going once, going twice. Remains unsold. Next player on the list is player number 18 of Arvind Sarumagar. 26 years of age, batting expert. Arvind Sarumagar on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. Do I see an opening bid for $100? $100 opening bid for Arvind Sarumagar. Do I have any interested parties? Any paddles being raised? Any paddles being raised? You are in the auction, ladies and gentlemen. Any paddles being raised for Arvind Sarumagar? Do I have a paddle being raised? Going once, going twice. We have Vibrant Begnas Stars, $100. Arvind Sarumagar currently with Vibrant Begnas Stars. Any paddles against Vibrant Begnas Stars to secure Arvind Sarumagar at $150? Any interested parties before the player gets sold to Vibrant Begnas Stars? Do we see any further bids from anyone? Do we see a further bid from anyone before we sell the player? Going once, going twice. And the player gets sold to Vibrant Begnas Stars. Congratulations. Next player on the list is player number 42, Bishal Thapa, 26 years of age, wicket keeper. Do I see an opening bid at $100? Bishal Thapa. We have Capella, Phoksundo strikers, $100. Currently sits the bid with them. Ray Property Gokyo Heroes goes at $150. Bishal Thapa currently sits with Ray Property Gokyo Heroes at $150. MarkQ Homes is interested at $200. $200 MarkQ Homes. Capella Phoksundo striker goes to $250. Capella Phoksundo strikers goes to $250. Ray Property Gokyo Heroes goes to $300. Current bid sits with them. Do I have an interest in $350? Do I have an interest for Bishal Thapa at $350? Capella Phoksundo strikers, MarkQ Homes. Do I have an interest on Bishal Thapa at $350? $350 and the player is yours. Bishal Thapa. Bishal Thapa, ladies and gentlemen, currently sits with Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. Do I see a further bidding from anyone? Do I see a further bidding from anyone before the player gets sold? Going once, going twice, and the player gets sold. Ray Property Gokyo Heroes has Bishal Thapa at $300. Next player on the list is player number 33, Bikash Kharel. Current bid stats at $100. 33 years old, all-rounder. $300. Currently 33 years of age, all-rounder. Bikash Kharel. MarkQ Homes is interested at $100. Bikash Kharel currently sits with MarkQ Homes Rara Royals at $100. Bikash Kharel currently sits with MarkQ Homes Rara Royals. Do we have a further bid from anyone? Do I see a further paddle being raised? Do I see anyone interested? Bikash Kharel, before the player gets sold to MarkQ Homes. Going once, going twice, sold. Sorry, we still have the paddle raised. Our team members have recognized this. We have at $150 Bikash Kharel. Ray Property Gokyo Heroes has put the paddles up. They are making it very exciting on the last minute. $150 currently with Bikash Kharel sitting with Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. Do I have a further interest? MarkQ Homes, $200. MarkQ Homes, $200. Currently sitting with MarkQ Homes, $200. Do I have further bidding from anyone? Ray Property Gokyo Heroes jumping to $250. Am I seeing $250 from there? Am I seeing the paddle being raised? The last minute paddle being raised before anyone wants to jump in? Do we have Bikash Kharel on radar? Currently sits with $200 with MarkQ Homes. Do I see further interest from Ray Property Gokyo Heroes? Do I see anyone interested? Anyone else? No one else before selling the player once, twice, sold to MarkQ Homes Rara Royals for $200. Next player on the list is player number 34, Bikram Saud, 19 years, young bowling attack. Can I start the bid with $100? Capella Phoksundo strikers, $100 with Capella Phoksundo strikers. They know how to retain and, they know how to plot the talent. They know how to spot the talent. We have Bikram South at $100. We have Bikram South at $100. Do we have any other parties interested for $100 currently sitting with Capella, Phoksundo strikers? Any other paddles being raised? Ruby Homes, can I see something? Vibrant Begnas Stars, can I see something? MarkQ Homes, Ray Properties, can I see something? We have $150 currently with Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. Capella goes back to $200. $200 sitting with Capella, Phoksundo strikers. Bikram South, 19 years of bowling attack, currently sitting with Bikram South, sitting with Capella, Phoksundo strikers. Do I see the further bidding from here? Do I see further interested party raising their paddles? Do I see anyone raising the paddles? It's the last call before I sell the player to Capella, Phoksundo strikers. Do I see a further bidding? Ray Properties. We have MarkQ Homes currently gone to $250. $300 to Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. $300 to Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. Currently sits the bed with Ray Property Gokyo Heroes at $300. Do I have a further bidding from there? Capella, Phoksundo strikers. Do I have a bidding? Currently 300, has to jump to $350. Capella has jumped to $350, sits the bid with them. Ray Property Gokyo Heroes, $400 for Bikram South. Bikram South stands at $400, sits with them. $450, do I see anyone? Any further bids at $450 with anyone? Can I see a bid with anyone for $450? Sits with Ray Property Gokyo Heroes at $400. Do I see a paddle being raised? Going once, going twice, and sold. Sold to Ray Property Gokyo Heroes at $400. Next player on the list is player number 45, Devraj Karanjit, 25 years old, all-rounder. Do I see a starting opening bid of $100 from anyone? $100, anyone? Opening bid. Can I see an opening bid for Devraj Karanjit, 25 years old, all-rounder? Do we have an interested party for Devraj Karanjit? 7-second timer's up. Do I have an interested bid for Devraj Karanjit? Anyone interested? Anyone interested? Going once, going twice, remains unsold. Next player on the list is player number 41, Bishal Sunar, 27 years old, all-rounder. Do I have an interested party for Bishal Sunar, 27 years old, all-rounder? Do I see a paddle being raised for Bishal Sunar? Bishal Sunar, he is a prolific all-rounder. Any teams interested in acquiring Bishal Sunar? 7 seconds timer's up. 7 seconds timer's up. Do I see an interest? We have Vibrant Begnas Stars at $100 currently sitting with Bishal Sunar. Do I have a counter offer for him at $150? Do I see any party interested in $150 for Bishal Sunar? Any interested party for Bishal Sunar? $150, just $50 more, and the player can be yours against Vibrant. Anyone before we sell the player to Vibrant? Ray Property Gokyo Heroes currently sits at $150 for Bishal Sunar. We have an interested party, Ray Property Gokyo Heroes, $150 currently bidding for Bishal Sunar. Do I see further bids being raised from Vibrant Begnas Stars? Needs to jump to $200. Vibrant has jumped their bidding to $200. Currently sits with Vibrant Begnas Stars for $200. Do I see a further paddle being raised from anyone? Bishal Sunar, 27 years of old. Ray Property Gokyo Heroes has current bidding for Bishal Sunar at $250. $250, Bishal Sunar stays with them. Do I have further bidding? Vibrant Begnas Stars goes to $300. $300, an interested party remains Vibrant Begnas Stars. Do I have any further interest for Bishal Sunar? 27 years of age, all-rounder, such addition to your team. Do I have a paddle being raised? Do I have a paddle being raised before the player gets sold to $300 to Vibrant Begnas Stars? Ray Property Gokyo Heroes does not want to miss out on this. $350 currently sits with Bishal Sunar. Do I have a paddle being raised? The game is on. The game is on right now. The fight for the all-rounder is on. Do I have a paddle being raised for $400 for Bishal Sunar? Bishal Sunar, 27 years of age, all-rounder. Vibrant knows the deal. $400 sits with Vibrant Begnas Stars. Do I have a further paddle being raised for Bishal Sunar at $450? Ray Property Gokyo Heroes goes in for $450 for Bishal Sunar. Do I have a paddle being raised for $500 for Bishal Sunar? Bishal Sunar, 27 years of age, all-rounder to your team. Do I have a paddle being raised for $500 for Bishal Sunar? Vibrant Begnas Stars You might lose the bead here just if you don't raise the paddle, and the paddle goes up. $500, and Ray Property Gokyo Heroes goes instantly. $550. Vishal Sunar currently stays with Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. $550. You know what you are missing out on. $600, and the bid can be again yours. Vibrant Begnas stars. Do not miss out on the opportunity. Do you have further interest from anyone else as well? $600, and the player can be yours. Vishal Sunar, 27 years of age, all-rounder. Vishal Sunar currently sits with Ray Property Gokyo Heroes at $550. $550 before we close the deal. Going once, going twice. We have Ruby Home Tilicho Titans, an interesting addition to the race. $600, the bid sits with them. Ray Property Gokyo Heroes is adamant about Vishal Sunar. $650 to him and sits with Ray Property Gokyo Heroes at this point in time. Ruby Home Tilicho Titan goes to $700. $750. Do we see from Ray Properties? And yes, why not? Do we absolutely see it from them? $750. Ray Property Gokyo Heroes has Vishal Sunar currently with them. Do I see the further bidding from anyone else? Ruby Home Tilicho Titans, $50 more at $800, and the player is yours. Why not, they say. $800, and Ruby Home Tilicho Titans currently has the players with them. $800, and we have Ruby Home Tilicho Titans with them. $850, Ray Property Gokyo Heroes goes back to Vishal Sunar and acquiring them in the team. We have current bid with Ray Property Gokyo Heroes for Vishal Sunar. Vishal Sunar is currently held by Ray Property Gokyo Heroes at $850. Do we see the further bidding? $900 goes back to Ruby Home Tilicho Titans. This is a war going on, the tug of war. Who is going to win this race? Do I see the paddle being raised up from Ray Property Gokyo Heroes at $950? $950, and the player can be yours. Brilliant addition to your team, and you know what you're bidding for. Am I seeing the paddle being raised? Am I seeing any other paddles being raised? Because you are witnessing what is happening right here. They won't fight for the player if the player was not valuable. You know the deal of a player. Ray Property Gokyo Heroes, do I have a further bidding from you before I sell the player to Ruby Home Tilicho Titans? I'm going once. We have the paddle being raised, $950. Currently sits with Ray Property Gokyo Heroes, Ruby Home Tilicho Titans. You are $50 away from securing this bid for Vishal Sunar. Vishal Sunar can be yours at just $1,000. Are you stepping up and raising the paddle? And yes is the answer. $1,000 currently sits with Vishal Sunar. $1,000 currently sits with Vishal Sunar. Such a massive moment. Ray Property Gokyo Heroes is calculating, permuting, and doing everything that they can to acquire this player. Am I seeing $1,050 being raised from Ray Property Gokyo Heroes? Ray Property Gokyo Heroes, $1,050, just $1,050, and the player can be yours. Who is going in for $1,050 and acquiring and snatching the player from Ruby Home Tilicho Titans before the player gets sold to Ruby Homes? Do we have a further interest from anyone? Do we have a further interest from anyone before the player gets sold? Going once, going twice. Gets sold to Ruby Home Tilicho Titans, $1,000. Vishal Sunar. Ruby Home Tilicho Titans acquired Vishal Sunar for $1,000. Congratulations. Wow, that was an event. Next player on the list is player 105, Sandesh Acharya. 26 years of age, batting expert. We have Sandesh Acharya, $100 starting bid. Do we have a starting bid for Sandesh Acharya? $100 starting bid from anyone. Sandesh Acharya, starting bid from anyone. Sandesh Acharya, starting bid from anyone before the player goes unsold because the 7-second timer is up. Sandesh Acharya, 26 years of age, batting expert. Going once, going twice. Remains unsold. Next player on the list, we have player number 60, Manish Bhandari, 27 years of age, bowling expert. Starting bid at $100. Do we have an interested party for Manish Bhandari? $100 starting bid. Opening bid at $100. Do we have anyone interested for Manish Bhandari? Can I see any interest being raised for Manish Bhandari? 7-second timers up. 7-second timers up. Do I see an interested bidding for Manish Bhandari? Anyone interested for Manish Bhandari? Going once, going twice, remains unsold. Next player on the list is player number 29, Bhuvan Khatri. 27 years of age, all-rounder. Do I have an interesting starting bid of $100? Do I have an interested party at $100 for Bhuvan Khatri, 27 years of age, all-rounder? $100. 7-second time is up. $100 for any interested bids for Bhuvan Khatri. Going once, going twice, remains unsold. Next player on the list is player number 74, Prabesh Thapa, 25 years of age, wicket keeper. Interesting and starting bid of $100. Do I see anyone starting at $100 for Prabesh Thapa? Prabesh Thapa, $100. Starting bid at $100 for Prabesh Thapa. Before the timer goes up, because we have already the 7 seconds timers up. Any interested party for Prabesh Thapa? Do I see an interesting party for Prabesh Thapa? Going once, going twice. Remains unsold. Player number 47, we have Gaurav Sapkota, 34 years of age, bowling expert. Starting bid at $100. $100 starting bid. Player number 47, Gaurav Sapkota. Can I see a paddle being raised? Gaurav Sapkota. Gaurav Sapkota. Do we have any franchise interested and in the floor right now? Do I see a paddle being raised? $100. $100 for Gaurav Sapkota. Going once, going twice. Remains unsold. Next player on the list is player number 28, Bhumiraj Bhetwal, and starting bid of $100. 23 years of age, all-rounder, Bhumiraj Bhetwal. Do I see an interesting bid? Do I see an starting bid of $100? Any interested parties? Bhumiraj Bhetwal for $100. $100 and the player is yours. All-rounder player, 7 seconds time is up. Bhumiraj Bhetwal, any interested player, any interested teams wanting to acquire the player? Going once, going twice. Remains unsold. Player number 49, Gyapan Regmi, $100 starting bid, 28 years of age, bowling expert. Do I see an interested party? Starting bid at $100 for Gyapan Regmi. Gyapan Regmi, starting bid of $100. $100 starting bid for Gyapan Regmi. Gyapan Regmi, starting bid of $100. Do I see an interested party? Any franchises interested in Gyapan Regmi? 7 seconds time is up. Going once, going twice. Remains unsold. That brings us to the end of the first general auction category, and we will be displaying what the purse balance remains at the end of this auction. Let's go and watch out what it looks like for all the teams before we head for a quick 3 minutes break. And here we have Ray Property Gokyo Heroes have 11 players in their squad. Current purse value remains at $4,000. Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans has acquired 9 players in the squad. Current balance remains at $3.95 thousand. Vibrant Begnas Stars has 7 players in their squad currently and $4.9 thousand. Capella Phoksundo Strikers currently sits at 6 on their squad size and 4.4 on their purse balance. MarkQ Homes Rara Royals currently sits with 4 in their squad and 6.2K in the purse value. We'll see you after a short break. Thank you, everyone.
attracting significant attention. Bill बजाइदिनु कि
Good evening, everyone. Can I please have everyone's attention? I would like for everyone to be seated as we would be further proceeding with the rest of auction tonight. So we'll give you a couple of minutes to please be seated as soon as possible. Thank you.
के अरे अझै दाइ मैले ह्यामर युज गरेँ है त
त्यसो गरिनु हुन्छ कि
सोल्ड गर्दाखेरि मैले
यो पेपर हातमा समातेर राख्नु कि
पेपर मलाई चाहिँदैन
पेपरमा होइन हामी के यसो गर्दा कि यस्तोमा हामी यसो गोलो बनाउनु होइन मलाई गोलो बनाउनु यसो नर्मल
होइन यसो कि त यहाँ मैले यसरी स्लो स्लो प्रेस
यस्तो भयो यो हातमा राखेँ होइन यसमा हाल्नु त कि अब अलिकति सोल्ड भन्नु
अनि यहाँ
अहिले हाल्नु हुन्छ अलिकति हाल्नु पऱ्यो क्या
स्लो स्लो त्यहाँ आउनु पऱ्यो होइन इट्स ओके इट्स ओके होइन इट्स ओके अब रेडी
Hello, everyone. I would really appreciate if everyone will be seated in about a minute because we'll be proceeding tonight's auction as soon as possible. Before we start and resume the auction, I would just like to introduce myself. I'm Yuvraj. I'm your co-auctioneer for tonight alongside Ashish. I would just be reminding everyone of the balance that's available. I would go with Rare Properties Gokyo Heroes initially with 11 players under their bank. They've got $4,000 in their purse. With Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans, 9 players having accumulated, they've got $3.9 thousand. With Vibrant Begnas Stars, 7 players out of 18, they've got $4.9 thousand in their purse. With Capella, Shey, Phoksundo Strikers, 6 players out of 18, they've got $4.4 thousand in their purse. With MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals, 4 players out of 18, they've got $6.2 thousand, the highest that is available in their bank. If everyone's seated, I would like to resume tonight's auction. We've almost gone through 33 players. We've got a few more available for tonight, almost 70-odd players, 80-odd players. We would like, without further ado, please, and I would also like to remind everyone, if you have any questions whatsoever, please wait for me to finish the initial auction, and then we'll give you a few seconds if there is any amidst the auction process. Okay, thank you so much. We will resume the auction as soon as possible. Everyone's ready? All right, thank you. Right. The next player on the list is Amish Devkota, player number 9, a right arm bowler. He's 24 years old. I will give you initial 10 seconds and then 10 more on top of that. Do we see any paddles raised? Any interested individuals can raise their paddle to secure this player. Amish Devkota, a young player, 24 years old. Do we see any paddles raised? I'll do a final countdown of 5 seconds. If we see any paddles raised, I'll secure that player. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remains unsold. Moving on ahead, we will go to the next player. The player on the list is Anurag Oli, 22 years, all-rounder, right-arm spin bowler, player number 16. Do we see any paddles raised? Do we see an opening bid for this player? It's worth every dollar if you'd like to secure this player. Anurag Oli, 22 years old. The first paddles being raised by MarkQ Holmes. Do we see any more paddles raised? Any interested individual can raise their paddle to secure this player for $50 more. The base price, $100, sits with MarkQ Holmes, Rara Royals. Do we see any more paddles raised? I'll give you 5 more seconds to respond to this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to MarkQ Holmes, Rara Royals. Congratulations, Anurag Oli and MarkQ Holmes. The next player on the list is Shey Shrestha. For a base price of $100, player number 115, 38 years of age, a bowling all-rounder, right-arm medium bowler. Do we see any initial bid for this player for a base price of $100? I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond to this. Initial bidding for Shey Shrestha, player number 115.
No, 116.
116, Shey Shrestha, for a base price of $100. Any interested individual can raise their paddle. I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3. We see Ruby Holmes. The first paddle is being raised for a base price of $100. I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond to that. Any more paddles raised for Shey Shrestha, currently with Ruby Holmes for a base price of $100. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to Ruby Holmes, Tilicho Titans. Congratulations, Shey Shrestha. Goes with Ruby Holmes for a base price of $100. We have Rohan Aryal, the next player on the list. Player number 93, 22 years old, all-rounder, right arm, a fast bowler, right arm batter. Player number 93, Rohan Aryal. Do we see any interested individual? You can raise your paddle to secure this player in your team. Player number 93, Rohan Aryal. I'll give you 10 more seconds to bounce on this player. If you wish to include this player in your team, please raise your paddle. I'll count down to 5, 4, 3. The first paddle has been raised from MarkQ Holmes for a base price of $100. Do we say $50 more for this player to be in your team? Any counter bid for MarkQ Holmes, Rara Royals? $100 base price, sitting currently with MarkQ Holmes. I'll count down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to MarkQ Holmes, Rara Royals for $100. The next player on the list is Subhigya Adhikari, player number 119, 37 years old, an all-rounder, right-arm medium, a fast bowler. Do we see the first paddle? It's your opportunity to secure this player in your team. An all-rounder, a very experienced candidate. Do we see the first paddle raised? I'll give you 10 more seconds to bounce on this player. 10 more seconds for an opening bid for a base price of $100. Doing a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remains unsold. The next player on the list is apologies, you can always go and refer to the names of the players on the list. So alphabetically, you can always follow the name on the list. Unfortunately, apologies for the numbers That's already there. The next player on the list is Aman Singh, player number 7, 27 years old, all-rounder, right arm, spin bowler, and a batter, for a base price of $100. Do we see any paddles raised for this player? An initial bid of $100. I'll give you 10 more seconds to counter, to respond to the first bid. Any initial bids for this player, Aman Singh, for a base price of $100. We have Rare Properties Gokyo Heroes, first on the list, for a base price of $100 for Aman Singh. Do we see any counter bid? I'll give you 10 seconds to respond. 10 seconds to counter bid Rare Properties Gokyo Heroes for a base price of $100. We have Capella, Shey, Phoksundo strikers for $150. We have Ruby Holmes for $200 for Aman Singh. We have Capella for $250 for Aman Singh, an all-rounder, an experienced candidate. Do we see any more paddles raised? Countering Capella, Shey, Phoksundo strikers, currently sitting at $250 with Capella. I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. Currently sitting with Capella, Shey, Phoksundo strikers. If you'd like to have this player in your team, please raise your paddle. I'll do a final countdown of 5. We have Ruby Holmes, Tilicho Titans for $300. Any more counter attacks from any franchises? We've got one of the most experienced players in the campaigns, Aman Singh, for currently staying at $300 with Ruby Holmes, Tilicho Titans. I'll do a final countdown of 5, 4. We've got Capella, $350 for Aman Singh. Do we see any more paddles from any franchises? Currently sitting with Capella for $350. I'll do a final countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2. We've got Rare Properties Gokyo Heroes, $400 for Aman Singh. Do we see any more interested individuals? You can secure this player for $50 more. He's worth every dollar. We've got Capella for $450 for Aman Singh, an all-rounder, spinner, and a very tactical player. Aman Singh, it is for $450. We'll give you 10 seconds to respond. Any counter bid. He's a very strategic buy. If you'd like to include him, he's a very valued pick. For $450, a final countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sold to Capella, Shey, Phoksundo strikers for $450. Congratulations, Capella, and congratulations, Aman Singh. We will now move ahead to the next player on the list, Binod Khatri, player number 36, aged 26 years, a wicket keeper. Would anyone like to add a wicket keeper in their team? An initial bid of $100, the base price. I'll give you 10 seconds to respond to the first opening bid for Binod Khatri, and a wicket keeper, 26 years old wicket keeper. I'll do a final countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, unsold. We'll move on ahead, or should we pause? No? We'll move on ahead with the next player on the list. Guys, we've got Sogat Pandey, player number 112, 17 years old, a very young addition. He's a batter, a right arm fast bowler, for a base price of $100. Would you like a young gun in your team? You can raise the first paddle to secure this player for a base price of $100. Do we see the first paddle raised? I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond to this player. If you'd like him in your team list, please respond as soon as possible. I'll do a final countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2. The first paddle has been raised for a base price of $100 for Sogat Pandey by MarkQ Homes Rara Royals. I'll give you 10 more seconds to counter bid. Any more paddles raised for this youngster? He'd be a very good addition to the team. He can maneuver him accordingly. I'll do a final countdown. Currently stays with MarkQ Homes Rara Royals. Doing a final countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to MarkQ Homes Rara Royals for a base price of $100. I'll move on ahead to the next player on the list, Arjun Shrestha, age 32 years, player number 20, an all-rounder right arm spin bowler, Do I see an initial bid for this player, an opening bid for this player? Let's get the bidding underway, guys. The first bid of $100. I'll give you 10 more seconds to capitalize on this moment. I'm doing a final countdown for this player, Arjun Shrestha, for a base price of $100. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 remains unsold. The next player on the list is Abhilash Adhikari, player number 23, age 35 years, an all-rounder, a right-arm fast bowler. An opening bid of $100 to secure this player in your team. An all-rounder, always a bonus, so you can always capitalize on this wonderful opportunity. I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. Abhilash Adhikari, an all-rounder, if you'd like him to be in your team, please raise your first paddle. Any individual interested? I'm doing a final countdown of 5. The first paddle is being raised by Rara Royals, MarkQ Homes, for a base price of $100. I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. I'll do a final countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals. This is a very smart game by MarkQ Homes for securing all these players for a base price of $100. So if you'd like to counter attack, you can do it accordingly. Abhilash Adhikari has been sold for a base price of $100. So please be aware of the game. Milan Sharma is the next player, player number 62, age 23 years, a bowler, right arm, medium fast. Do we see the first paddle being raised by any team interested? You can raise your paddle for a base price of $100. An initial bid of $100. Do we see any paddles raised? I will give you 10 more seconds to bounce on this player. Any interested individual can please raise the paddle for this player to be included in your team. I'll do a final countdown. Do not want to miss out on this opportunity for this player. Doing a final countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 remains unsold. I'll move on ahead with another player on the list. Player number 124, Suraj Yadav, 22 years old, wicket-keeper batsman. Any initial bidding for this player? A wicket-keeper is always an addition, is always a bonus. It's very important for you to secure a wicket-keeper in your team. If you'd like for him to be in your team, please raise your initial paddle. I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. An initial bid of $100 for player number 124, Suraj Yadav. I'll do a final countdown. If no one's interested, the player goes unsold. Doing a final countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 remains unsold. We will move on ahead with the next player on the list. Player number 117, Siddhant Puri, 20 years old, a youngster, wicket-keeper, right-arm batter. For an initial bidding of $100. A base price is all you need to secure this player in your team. A wicket-keeper, as I mentioned, is always a bonus. I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. The time's ticking, so you've got to respond as quick as possible. Make your decisions as soon as possible. Siddhant Puri for a base price of $100. I'll do a final countdown. Doing a final countdown of 5, 4, 3. The first paddle is being raised by Ruby Holmes Tilicho Titans for a base price of $100. Do we see any counter bid? Do we see any more interested individuals? You can please raise your paddle to secure a wicket keeper. Any more counter bids for this player? For $150, for $50 more, you can secure this player. It will be a successful acquisition if you have to. Siddhant Puri, I'll do a final countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to Ruby Holmes Tilicho Titans for a base price of $100. Moving on ahead, we have Bishal Mandul, player number 39, age 26 years, an all-rounder, right-arm medium-fast bowler. Bishal Mandul, do we see an initial bid for this player? Please raise your paddle if you'd like to secure this player for $100. For a base price of $100, Bishal Mandul it is. I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. $100 base price, base value, it is Vishal Mandal, an all-rounder. First paddle is being raised by Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes for a base price of $100. Vibrant Begnas Stars has come onto the race for $50 more. Vibrant Begnas Stars currently sitting $150 with Vibrant Begnas Stars is a player number 39 for Vishal Mandal. Do we see any counter bids by any team? I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. Vishal Mandal currently sitting with Vibrant Begnas Stars. We've got Ray Properties for $200. Vishal Mandal has moved to Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. Do we see any interested teams? We've got Vibrant Begnas Stars for $250. 2 teams in the race. 3 more teams are waiting. Do we see any more individuals interested? Please raise your paddles. I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. Currently sitting with Vibrant Begnas Stars for $250. Vishal Mandal, an all-rounder. I'll give you a final countdown. Currently sitting with Vibrant Begnas Stars for $250. Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. If you're interested, please raise your paddle. Doing a final countdown of 5. Ray Properties it is. We've got $300 for Vishal Mandal. We've got Vibrant Begnas Stars counter bidding for $350. $350. I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. Any interested team, please raise your paddle just to jump into this wonderful auction that we have tonight. For Vishal Mandal, currently sitting with Vibrant Begnas Stars for $350. For $400, it's with Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. You can always counter bid. Just raise your paddle and the player will be yours for $450. Currently sitting with Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes for $400. I'll do a final countdown. Currently sitting with Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. Doing a final countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sold to Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. Congratulations, Vishal Mandal and Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes for $400. The next player on the list is Aman Singh, 23 years old, all-rounder, right arm, medium fast bowler, player number 8. Do we see an initial bid of $100? The base price it is. That's all you require to secure this player. If you'd like, please raise your paddle. I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. The first bid is all you need. Just raise your paddle. 10 more seconds to respond. Doing a final countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remains unsold. Aman Singh. Moving on ahead, we've got Rohan Gopali, player number 94, age 23 years old, bowling right arm spinner. If we have an initial bid of $100, it'll be great. Please raise your paddle. All you gotta do is raise your paddle to secure this player. I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. Any interested individual, please raise your paddle. Anyone interested? Doing a final countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remains unsold. We're moving on ahead with player number 76, Prajwal Dhakal, 27 years old, bowler, right arm, medium fast. Do we see an initial bid? Please raise your paddle for a base price of $100. For a base price of $100, I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. For a base price of $100 for Prajwal Dhakal, a 27 years old bowler. I'll do a final countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It remains unsold. We will move on ahead with the next player on the list. Player number 22 it is, Ashish Lamsal, 23 years old, all-rounder, right arm fast bowler. If we can please see the initial bid, the base price of $100. To secure this player, all you got to do is please raise your paddle. I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. Initial bid of $100. Do we see any paddle raised? For Ashish Lamsal, a 23 years old all-rounder, if we see any interested individual, please raise your paddle. I'll give you a final countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2. First paddle is raised by Ruby Holmes Tilicho Titans for a base price of $100. Do we see any counterattack from any individuals? Please raise your paddle. currently sitting with Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans for $100. Ashish Lamsal it is. I'll give you 10 seconds to respond. Any counter bids by any individuals, please raise your paddle. I'll do a final countdown. Currently sitting with Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans is Ashish Lamsal. 5, 4, going once, going twice, and is sold to Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans. Congratulations, Ashish Lamsal and Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans. The next player on the list is Rojal Raut, player number 95, 21 years old, a batsman, a right arm spin bowler, a batting all-rounder. For a base price of $100, do we see any paddles raised? The first paddle has been raised by Rara Royals. The second paddle has been counter-attacked by Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. The third paddle has been raised. It's getting interesting now as 3 interested teams have now been in the race. Fourth paddle by Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes, currently sitting at $250, is Rojal Raut with Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. I'll give you 10 seconds to respond. Any interested individual countering these 3 teams. We've got Ruby Homes and Vibrant Begnas Stars. Vibrant Begnas Stars it is with $300. Now 4 teams are interested in this player, Rojal Raut. They all know the value and importance of this player. I'll give you 10 seconds to respond to Vibrant Begnas Stars. Currently sitting at $300 is Rojal Raut with Vibrant Begnas Stars. We've got 4 teams interested. Ruby Homes still considering. We've got 4 teams interested, currently sitting with Vibrant Begnas Stars. I'll do a final countdown of 5, 4. We've got Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes interested in Rojal Raut again for $400, currently with Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. We'll give you 10 seconds to respond to that. 4 teams involved in this auction tonight. Vibrant Begnas Stars it is. 2 teams have pulled out of the race. It's Vibrant and Ray Properties at the moment. Currently sitting with Vibrant Begnas Stars for $400 is Rojal Raut. We'll give you 10 seconds to respond to that. We've got Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes for $450. Rojal Raut. Everyone knows the value of this player. He could be one of the most sought after player. So if you like, just respond to that bid by Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes for $450. I'll do a final countdown. Any interested teams, please raise your paddle. 5, 4, we've got Vibrant Begnas Stars into the race again for $500 is Rojal Raut. I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. It's getting interesting at this point of time. With $500 in the bank, we've got Rara Royals, we've got Capella, we've got Ray Properties and Vibrant Begnas Stars. 4 interested teams. I'll do a final countdown for Rojal Raut for $50 more. 5, 4, going once, going twice, and sold to Vibrant Begnas Stars for $500 is Rojal Raut. Congratulations, Rojal Raut. Congratulations, Vibrant Begnas Stars. The next player on the list is Piyush Gautam, player number 73, age 32 years, an all-rounder, right-arm all-rounder. We've got Capella, Shey, Phoksundo strikers jumping in straight away. The first paddle has been raised for a base price of $100. Do we see any interested individuals? Piyush Gautam, we all know the value. For $50 more, you can secure this player. Please raise your paddle. I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond to this response by Capella, Shey, Phoksundo. We've got Rara Royals jumping in for $150 with Piyush Gautam now sitting with Rara Royals, $150. Any interested individuals, please raise your paddle. We've got Capella, Shey, Phoksundo strikers once again in the race. So it's between 2 teams now, MarkQ Homes and Capella, Shey, Phoksundo. I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. Currently sitting with Capella, Shey, Phoksundo for $200 is Piyush Gautam. We've got MarkQ Homes once again in the race for $250. It's with 2 teams now. 3 more teams are considering or still computing. We've got Capella, Shey, Phoksundo again raising the paddle, uplifting the bid by $50 to make it $300 for Piyush Gautam. Do we see any more paddles raised? They're still calculating all the teams they know the value of this player. Piyush Gautam is a wonderful addition to your team, has been in the community for so long. Currently sitting with MarkQ Homes, $300 is Piyush Gautam. I'll do a final countdown for this player. If anyone's interested, please raise your paddle. Currently sitting with MarkQ Homes, we've got Vibrant Begnas Stars now joining the race against these two. At $350, it's now with Vibrant Begnas Stars. Do we see any more interested individuals? Please raise your paddle. For $50 more, you can have this player in your bank. I'll do a final countdown. Currently sitting with Vibrant Begnas Stars is Piyush Gautam for $350. 5, 4, going once. We've got Ruby Homes. Now 4 teams are interested. Now this is very interesting. Ruby Homes, I'll give you 10 seconds to counter to that response. It's now with Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans for $400. All you gotta do is raise your paddle to secure this play. I'll do a final countdown. Currently sitting with Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans is Piyush Gautam for $400. 5, 4. We've got Vibrant Begnas Stars for $450. Ladies and gentlemen, with Ruby Homes again for $500. Guys, all we need to do is raise the paddle for this player to be in your team for $550. Currently sitting with Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans for $500 is Piyush Gautam. I'll do a final countdown of 5, 4, going once, going twice, and sold to Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans. Congratulations, Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans and Piyush Gautam. The player has been sold to Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans. The next player on the list is Yuvraj Malla, 25 years old, all-rounder, player number 132, a right-arm batter and a right-arm bowler. Without further ado, Capella Shey Phoksundo has jumped in the race for a base price of $100. We'll give you 10 seconds to respond for a counter bid. Do we see any more interested individuals? You do not want to miss this player. Yuvraj Malla it is, with Capella Shey Phoksundo strikers. I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. Yuvraj Malla for a base price of $100, $50 more and the player can be yours. Yuvraj Malla, I'll do a final countdown of 5. We've got Ray Properties for $150 and Rara Royals for $200. Ray Properties again for $250. We all know the importance of this player. Rara Royals is at $300 and $350. Again, Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes currently sitting. Yuvraj Malla with Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes, giving you 10 seconds to respond. Got Rara Royals for $350. 400 with Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. 450. I'll give you a few seconds for the screen to reload. We'll just wait a couple of seconds. Until then, you can all decide. You know the importance of this player. $450 currently sitting with Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes is Yuvraj Malla. Any interested teams can raise your paddle just to secure this player. Rara Royal Series for $500. $550 is Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. This is now getting interesting and it's just started. $550 is all you require to secure this player. With Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. I'll give you 5 more seconds to respond. Any interested teams? 5, 4, going once, going twice, and is sold to Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes for $550 is Yuvraj Malla. Congratulations, Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes, and congratulations to Yuvraj Malla for $550. Next player on the list is Anurod Tiwari for $100 base price. Player number 17, 27 years old, an all-rounder, left-arm fast bowler. Anyone interested in a lefty, please raise your paddle and the player can be yours. I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond to the initial bid, the base price of $100. Do we see any interested individual raising your paddle? Doing a final countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 remains unsold. We will move on ahead to the next player on the list. The next player is Birendra Shaha Player number 37, age 29 years old. The first paddle is being raised by Capella, Shey, Phoksundo strikers for a base price of $100. Any interested individuals, please raise your paddle. Please join the race with Capella, Shey, Phoksundo strikers. I'll give you 10 seconds to respond. A counter bid of $150. We got Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes joining the battle with Capella, Shey, Phoksundo strikers for $150. Currently sitting with Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. For $150, I'll give you 10 seconds to respond. Please raise your paddle if you'd like to include Birendra Shah. We've got Capella once again for $200. Currently sitting with Capella, now with Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes for $250. Please raise your paddle for a $50 addition for this player. An interesting battle. Can anyone top that offer? $250 currently sitting with Capella, with Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes, pardon, for $300. Sorry, $250. For $250, it's currently sitting with Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. Okay, I'll do a final countdown for this player. If anyone's interested, please raise your paddle. 5, 4, going once, going twice, and is sold to Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. Congratulations, Birendra Shah and Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. We've got a couple of more players before we take a short break, so please tune in. The next player on the list is Prabin Alam Khan, player number 70, 27 years old, all-rounder, a right-arm fast bowler. Do we see an initial bid of $100? The first bid is all you require for a base price of $100. I'll give you 10. Rara Royals it is. The first bid of $100 currently sits with MarkQ Homes Rara Royals. Any interested individuals to counter that bid? For $150, he will be yours. I'll give you 10 seconds to respond. For $100 is currently with MarkQ Homes Rara Royals. Doing a final countdown of 5, 4, going once, going twice, and is sold to MarkQ Homes Rara Royals. Congratulations, Praveen Alam Khan and MarkQ Homes Rara Royals. The last player before the break is Bijay Chetri, player number 32, 21 years old. Bowler, right arm, medium fast. Do we see an initial bid of $100? The first paddle raised means you can secure this player for a base price of $100. Do we see any interested individual? I'll give you 10 seconds to respond. The first price is $100. All you have to do is raise your paddle to secure this player. Do we see an initial bid? Doing a final countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 remains unsold. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this is 60 players complete alongside the 3 franchise preferred players. We will update you the balances and the number of players that each teams have included, and then we'll go for a short and brief break, and without further ado, we'll move ahead into the auction. Okay, currently, Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes have now managed to secure 14 players out of 18, currently having a balance of $2.8 thousand. Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans have secured 13 players out of 18, with a balance of $3.15 thousand. With Vibrant Begnas Stars having only secured 8 players out of 18, have $4.4 thousand in their purse. With Capella, Shey, Phoksundo strikers only having secured 7 players out of 18, have $3.95 thousand in their purse. With MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals, 9 players out of 18, have $5.7 thousand in their purse. So congratulations all the teams for having secured all these players. Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes have secured, pardon? 14 players out of 18. You've got $2.8 thousand in your purse. It's all included. No. 18 excludes the international players. So 14 out of 18 you've got 4 more available spots. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll give you a brief break time. Please go do your stuff and then come back as soon as possible. Thank you very much.
We'll be shortly back, so if we can get back to our seats, we'll proceed further with this event. Thank you. Are we good to go, guys? Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite you to get back to your seat because you would not want to keep it not warm because the environment here is quite spicing up, getting heated up because the next set of players that we have an auction are going to raise the paddles to the advantage of your team and the players as well. Once again, I'd like to welcome you all to the Expert NPL Season 5, presented by Expert Education and Visa Services, powered by Piranha, supported by Sage Home Loans and Property Connect, media partner Cricket Sansar, broadcasting partner Silahiti, food partner Hamro Jamgat, and Domino's Strathfield. What an absolute session we have had this evening with 3 franchisee preferred players being auctioned in the first go and then 55 players, out of which different players sold to different teams. While we have the next set of players, I would like to go through the purse balance again and the squad size again, just so that we can go through a quick refresher. I am Ashish Betwal, your host, your commentator, and your auctioneer for today's event. Let's start with Ray Property Gokyo Heroes, current standing at 13 players out of their 18 squad, purse size of $2,800. Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans standing at 12 in their squad size out of 18 and $3,150. Vibrant Begnas Stars sits at 8 on their squad size, $4,400. Capella Phoksundo Strikers sits at 7 in the squad size with $3,950. And MarkQ Homes Rara Royals stands at 9 in the squad size with $5,700 in the purse balance. Can we start with the next set of players? Let's get back into the auction with the next player coming onto your screen. Player number 32, Bijay Chetri, is already done, and that's why we are moving on to the next player, who is player number 96, Rupesh Hamal Thakuri. We have the starting bid with Capella Phoksundo Strikers. Do we see counter offer from anyone? 27 years of age, batting expert. Do we see anyone? 7 seconds marker is already up. Do we see any counter offers from anyone? The current bid sits with Capella Phoksundo Strikers. Do I see a counter offer at $150 with anyone? Anyone raising the paddle before the player gets sold to Capella Phoksundo Striker? Going once, going twice, and player remains sold to Capella Phoksundo Strikers. $100, Rupesh Hamal Thakuri. Next player on the list is player number 94, and that is an unsold player once again. Is that the case, or we are moving on to the technical glitch, which everyone enjoys at every point in time? Everyday matters of our life, isn't it? What an absolute thing we have. Why is it being marked as unsold is the question that I'm asking myself, and I'm sure you are asking yourself as well while seeing on the screen. Suraj Yadav has remained unsold, and we are going on back to our things where technical glitches, once again, ladies and gentlemen, will keep us delayed in terms of this while our technical team is going to fix this. We are just going to reiterate to the fact that we appreciate your contribution to this event of Expert NPL Season 5, you being the part of this absolute event, the mega event that Sydney celebrates for, Sydney enjoys, and everyone in the community gathers together for. Cheers loudly together is what we truly celebrate. While this is being fixed on the back screen, I do not have a complete set of script that I can go on by, rather than the fact that a reintroduction of our new franchise, that is MarkQ Homes Rara Royals, being a part of our community event, the 5th franchisee on this expert NPL Season 5. We really appreciate your addition to the team. And talking about the addition from the very start, and I do not know the history quite comprehensively, but for the last season, we have had the presence of Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans, Vibrant Begnas Stars, Ray Property Gokyo Heroes, and Capella Phoksundo Strikers. What an amazing time we have in cricket fraternity that we are moving ahead with this auction once again. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to have your attention back on the screen. We have the player back on screen, player number 43, Deep Rana, starting bid at $100. $100 all-rounders, Deep Rana, Capella Phoksundo Strikers jumps in straight up. $100 for Deep Rana. Do I see a counter offer from anyone? Do I see a counter offer for Deep Rana? $100 currently sitting with Capella Phoksundo Strikers. Going once, going twice, counter offers before I say the word sold. Do I have a paddle being raised? No, and it gets sold to Capella Phoksundo Strikers. $100. Next player on the list, we have player number 81, Rajan Dangi. Player number 81, Rajan Dangi, $100 opening bid. Do I have an opening bid for this player? $100 opening bid. Do I have a paddle raised on air? Any of the franchises interested in the player? $100. Rajan Dange, 27 years old, bowling expert. Ray Property Gokyo Heroes has raised their paddles. $100 currently sits with Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. Do I see a counter offer from anyone? Do I see a counter offer from anyone for Rajan Dange? Going once, going twice, and the player gets sold to Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. Congratulations. $100 for Rajan Dange. Next player on the list is player number 83, Rahul Shrestha. Rahul Shrestha, 27 years of age, batting expert. Do we have a starting bid of $100 for Rahul Shrestha? Do I see a paddle being raised on air? Do I see a paddle being raised on air? Before the timer gets up, do I see a paddle being raised for Rahul Shrestha? Any interest? First call, final call, remains unsold. Player number 104, Samoth Paudel is the next player on the list. 30 years bowling expert. Do I have a paddle being raised on air as a starting bid for $100? $100 starting bid for Samoth Paudel. Do I have a paddle on air from anyone? Before the timer gets up, 7-second timer's up. Do I have a starting bid? Going once, going twice, remains unsold. Player number 109, Saroj Bhattrai, 21 years of age, all-rounder, the young gun. Anyone interested in acquiring this player? Do I see a paddle being raised on air? Do I see a paddle being raised on air for Saroj Bhattrai? Saroj Bhattrai, 21 years of age, all-rounder, going once, going twice, remains unsold. Player number 97, Sagar Rawal, 23 years of age, all-rounder. Do I see any interested franchise acquiring Sagar Rawal? Sagar Rawal, the paddles, is the paddles being raised? Is the paddle being raised? Going once, going twice, remains unsold. Player number 12, Ankit Khanal, 19 years of age, bowling expert, a young bowling expert. Acquiring in your team only takes $100. Do I see a starting bid of $100? Do I see a starting bid of $100? Anyone interested? Going once, going twice, remains unsold. Next player on the list is player number 71, Pardeep Pandey. Pardeep Pandey, do I see an interesting franchisee? Anyone interested in with a starting bid of $100? $100 for Pardeep Pandey. Do I see a paddle being raised on air? Do I see a paddle being raised on air? Is the paddle lost somewhere? Is the paddle lost somewhere? Do I see an interesting bid of anyone? Going once, going twice, unsold. Player number 101 is next on the list, Sajal Singh Bhandari. Sajal Singh Bhandari, anyone interested? Capella Phoksundo Strikers goes, currently stays the bid with them for $100. $150, do I see anyone raising the paddles for $150? $150 goes to Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. $200, do I see anyone? Any interested franchisee on Sajal Singh Bhandari for $200. $200, do I see a paddle being raised for $200? Currently sits with Ray Property Gokyo Heroes for $150. Do I see a paddle being raised for $200? Going once, going twice, sold to Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. $150 for Sajal Singh Bhandari. Next player on the list is player number 122, Susan Canal. Susan Canal, starting bid of $100. Do I see an interested team to acquire this player? $100 as a starting bid, 24 years of age, bowling expert. Do I see a starting bid for $100? Going once, going once, going twice, remains unsold. Next player on the list is player number 31, Vivek Kafle, 32 years of age, bowling expert. Do I see a paddle being raised at $100 for Vivek Kafle? Vivek Kafle, $100. Do I see any interested franchise for Vivek Kafle? Going once, going twice, remains unsold. Player number 1, Aditya Mahata, next on the list, 24 years of age, all-rounder. Capella goes straight in, $100, currently sits with Capella. Do I have an interested team other than Capella? Capella currently sits. MarkQ Homes Group, Rara Royals currently has $150 bid for Aditya Mehta. Do I have anyone at $200 for Aditya Mehta? $200 for Aditya Mehta. Ray Property Gokyo Heroes has $200 for Aditya Mehta. Do I see paddle being raised for $250? Aditya Mehta can be in your squad for $250. Do I see anyone at $250? Do I see a paddle being raised before it gets sold to MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals? Going once, going once, going once, currently sits with $250 with MarkQ Royals, $300 for Ray Property Gokyo Heroes, $300 for Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. We want $350, currently sits with MarkQ Homes for $350. Can I see a paddle being raised for $400? Currently sits with MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals for $350. $350 with MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals. Can I see $400? Yes, Ray Property Gokyo Heroes has $400 for Aditya Mehta. $400 for Aditya Mehta. Can I see $450? Yes, MarkQ Homes says yes, that is $450 for MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals. Can I see $500? $500, ladies and gentlemen, for Aditya Mehta. Can I see the paddle being raised on air? And answer is yes, Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. $500 with Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. The heat is on. Do I see $550 being raised by MarkQ Homes? Why not? Yes is the call. MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals currently has $550 for Aditya Mehta. Can I see $600? $600 and the player is yours. Yes, the calculation is going on. Calculator is going on and that is going to say yes as well. Whose else calculator is going on? Who else is strategizing? Currently sits with MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals. Is the paddle going on? Yes is the call. $600 sits with Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. $650 immediately for MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals. $650. Capella joins in at $700. Capella joins in at $700. Capella joins in at $700. Do I see a bid for $750 for Aditya Mehta? Yes, Ray Property Gokyo Heroes goes $750. That MarkQ Homes says, no, I am not going to stay put. $800 for MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals. MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals says $800. $850. Can I see anyone? Just $50 more and the player is yours. Capella say Phoksundo strikers. What's your bid? Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. Are we seeing $850? We have a countdown going on and the bid is going to close quite soon because it sits with MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals for $800. Going once, going twice, and remains sold to MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals for $800. Aditya Mehta. Next player on the list is player number 72, Pemba Lama Balpa. Pemba Lama Balpa is 25 years of age, all-rounder, starting bid $100. Do I see the paddle raised up? Do I see a paddle being raised up for Pemba Lama Balpa? $100. Pemba Lama Balpa going once, going twice, Pemba Lama Balpa going twice, remains unsold. Next player on the list is player number 24, Ayush Dahal, 24 years of age, bowling expert. Do I see a paddle being raised for $100? Ayush Dahal, do I see any interested parties for Ayush Dahal? Ayush Dahal, can I hear something? Can I get something? Can I see a paddle being raised? Anyone? Going once, going twice. Can I see anything? Remains unsold. Next player on the list is player number 46, Dipendra Neupane. Do I see an interesting bid for anyone? Anyone going in for Dipendra Neupane? First bid at $100. $100 for Dipendra Neupane. Anyone in? Going once, going twice. Remains unsold. Next in, player number 113, Saurav Iyer, 19 years of age, bowling expert. 19 years of age, Saurav Iyer, starting bid at $100. $100. Looking at the mobile won't do anything to you until you make the bid. $100 for Saurav Iyer. Anyone interested? Raising the paddle. Going once, going twice. Remains unsold. Next player on the list, player number 75, Probin Bum, 24 years of age, wicket keeper. Probin Bum. Anyone interested for Probin Bum? Probin Bum, $100 starting bid for Probin Bum. Probin Bum starting at $100. $100 wicket keeper in your team. Is the bid on? Going once, going twice. Yes, Vibrant Begnas Stars has the starting bid of $100 for Probin Bum. Probin Bum, wicket keeper, 24 years of age. Additional $50 can help you secure it from Vibrant Begnas Stars. 150. Do I see anyone at 150? 150 for Probin Bum. 150 for Probin Bum, and Probin Bum can be in your team. Going once, going twice, going twice. Sold to Vibrant Begnas Stars at $100. Next player on the list is player number 13, Anup Bhushal, 25 years of age, all-rounder. Anup Bhushal. Anup Bhushal at $100 starting bid. Do I see anyone interested for Anup Bhushal at $100? A paddle being raised for Anup Bhushal, yes or no? Going one, going twice. Remains on. We have Vibrant Begnas Stars at $100. We have Vibrant Begnas Stars at $100 for Anup Bhushal, 25 years of age, all-rounder. Can I see a paddle being raised for $150? $150. Capella, Ray, MarkQ, anyone? $150. Yes, the paddle looks like it's going to go up. Is the paddle going up? $150 for Anup Bhushal. Going once, going twice. Remains sold to Vibrant Begnas Stars. Congratulations. Next players on the list is player number 80, Praveen Bashneth. Praveen Bashneth, $100 starting bid. I'm looking for a starting bid of $100 for Praveen Bashneth, 26 years of age, wicket keeper. Is there any interested franchisee looking for Praveen Bashneth, 26 years of age, wicket keeper? Is there anyone bidding for Praveen Bashneth? Going once, going twice. Yes, MarkQ Homes says $100 bid is in. MarkQ Homes currently has Praveen Bashneth at $100. Do I see 150? Do I see 150? $50 more. Capella is talking. Capella is talking. We can see Capella talking. Can we see a paddle being raised? Capella, Ruby Homes might be talking as well. Is there any interested parties out there? Is there anyone interested? Going once, going twice, and sold to Rara Royals, MarkQ Homes. Next player on the list is player number 88, Ramesh Chetri, 32 years of age, batting expert. Do I see a paddle being raised? Straight up, Capella, Phoksundo Strikers. Capella, Phoksundo Strikers says $100 for Ramesh Chetri. Do I see a counter bid from anyone? Do I see a counter bid from anyone? Anyone interested for the counter bid? Do I see a counter bid from anyone? Is there anyone interested? Going once, going twice, going twice. It's a final chance, and sold to Capella, Phoksundo Strikers, $100. Next player on the list is player number 106, Sandesh Khanal, 30 years of age, batting expert. Do I see a starting bid at $100 for Sandesh Khanal? Sandesh Khanal, $100 starting bid. $100 starting bid. Going once, going twice, $100 starting bid. Do I see anyone? Ray Property Gokyo Heroes says yes, $100 for Sandesh Khanal. Is there any counter offer for Sandesh Khanal? Counter bid anyone? $150, and the player can be yours against Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. Anyone interested for $150? No one. Going once, going twice. Sold to Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. Next player on the list is player number 98, Sagar Thapa. Sagar Thapa is 25 years of age, all-rounder. Anyone interested for Sagar Thapa? Any team? Raise your paddle up. Raise your paddle up. Raise your paddle up for Sagar Thapa. Anyone interested? Going once, going twice. Remains unsold. Next player is 125, Suvigya Bhatta, 24 years of age, bowling expert. Capella Phoksundo Striker says $100 for Suvigya. Am I seeing a paddle being raised? Am I seeing a paddle being raised, or just a discussion for your next deposit for home loans? Is there a paddle being raised? Is there a paddle being raised? Is there a paddle being raised against Capella Phoksundo Strikers for $100? Sits with them. No one. Going once, going twice. Sold to Capella Phoksundo Strikers. Next player on the list is player number 121, Sudeep Bhandari, 31 years of age, all-rounder. Do I see a starting bid of $100 for Sudeep Bhandari? Do I see a starting bid for Sudeep Bhandari? Do I see a starting bid for Sudeep Bhandari at $100? Do I see a starting bid? Anyone raising their, anyone raising the paddle? Anyone? Going once, going twice. Remains unsold. Next player on the list is player number 131, Yogesh Giri, 24 years of age, bowling expert. Do I see a paddle being raised? Yogesh Giri, bowling expert, 24 years of age. Any paddles being raised? Any paddles being raised for $100? $100, anyone? Going once, going twice. Yes, Vibrant Begnas Star says $100 for Yogesh Giri. $100 currently sits with Vibrant Begnas Stars for Yogesh Giri. Anyone interested? Counter bid from anyone. Counter bid from anyone. MarkQ Home joins the party. $150 currently sits with MarkQ Home's Rara Royals. $200 for Yogesh Giri. Anyone? Anyone? Vibrant says $200. Am I getting $250 from anyone? Am I getting $250 from anyone in here? MarkQ Home says yes, you are getting it. Vibrant immediately goes $300. $300 currently sits with Vibrant Begnas Stars. $300 currently sits with Vibrant Begnas Stars. Worth every dollar. Worth every dollar. And MarkQ Home says yes. Yogesh Giri currently sits with MarkQ Home's Rara Royals for $350. Can I see $400? Vibrant Begnas Stars has shown me $400. Currently sits with Vibrant Begnas Stars for $400. Can I see $450 for Yogesh Giri? Can I see? Yes, MarkQ Homes has $450 for Yogesh Giri. Yogesh Giri currently sits with Vibrant at $500. $500, Vibrant Begnas Stars has Yogesh Giri. Am I getting $550 from anyone? Any paddles being raised for $500? Come on, remove your FOMO. Remove your FOMO right now and join in the party. Is there anyone at $550? Anyone at $550 before it gets sold to Vibrant Begnas Stars? Anyone joining in the party? Ruby Homes, Ray Properties, Capella, anyone joining in? Going once, going twice. Sold to Vibrant Begnas Stars. Yogesh Giri, $500. Next in is player number 78, Prashant Khawas. 20 years of age, Capella Phoksundo Strikers goes immediately in as $100. $100 currently sits with Capella Phoksundo Strikers. Is there any other paddles being raised for Prashant Khawas? Is there any other paddles being raised? Going once, going twice, going twice. MarkQ Home says they want to join the party. I have Capella Phoksundo Strikers again at $200. Can I get $250 from anyone? Can I get $250 from anyone? MarkQ Homes has currently placed the bid for Prashant and goes back to Capella Phoksundo Strikers at $300. Say Phoksundo Strikers has $300 for Prashant Khawas, currently sitting with them. $50 and they can get back to your squad. Is there the bidding being made? Is there the paddle being raised? Is there the paddle being raised for $350? You are putting in a blank stare. Blank stare want to do good to your team. Is there a paddle being raised anyone? $350. $300 currently sits with Capella. Going once, going twice. Sold to Capella Phoksundo Strikers. Next player on the list is player number 11, Anil Amatya. 44 years of age, batting expert. 44 years of age, Anil Amatya. Can I see a starting bid at $100? $100 starting bid, anyone for Anil Amatya? Can I see a starting bid put through for Anil Amatya? Going once, going twice. Vibrant Begnas Stars has said $100 for Anil Amatya. Currently sits with Vibrant Begnas Stars. Is there a counter bid? Going once, counter bid, going once, counter bid, going once, going twice. And sold to Vibrant Begnas Stars, $100. Next player on the list. Next player on the list is player number 19, Arjun Aryal. 39 years of age, all-rounder. Do I see a starting bid at $100 for Arjun Aryal? Any interested bid for $100 for Arjun Aryal? Any interested bid for? Any paddle being raised for Arjun Aryal? Going once, going twice. MarkQ Homes says yes, $100 currently sits with MarkQ Homes. Do I see a counter offer at $150? Yes, Vibrant has the counter offer at $150. Do I see a paddle being raised for $200? MarkQ Homes has $200. Can I see a paddle being raised for $250? Vibrant has $250. Can I see the paddle being raised for $300? Capella joins the party and $300. Can I see a paddle being raised for $350? Arjun Aryal. Arjun Aryal, retain the player, acquire the player, sorry. MarkQ Homes currently has put in the bid at $350, $400. Am I seeing $400 for Argent Real? Am I seeing $400 for Argent Real? Anyone? This is your last opportunity. Going in once, going in twice. Sold to MarkQ Homes Rara Royals. Next player on the list is player number 82, Robin Chand. Robin Chand, 22 years of age, batting expert. Do I see a paddle being raised? Do I see a paddle being raised for Robin Chand? Is there a paddle being raised for Robin Chand? Player number 82. Is there a paddle being raised? Going once, going twice, remains unsold. Next player on the list is player number 84, Rajendra Bhatta. Rajendra Bhatta. We have 27 years of age, bowling expert. Capella Phoksundo strikers goes in straight up, $100. Do I see a paddle being raised against Capella Phoksundo strikers for $150? Do I see a paddle being raised? Any paddle being raised before it gets sold to Capella Phoksundo strikers? Going in once, going in twice. Sold to Capella Phoksundo strikers. And that brings the end to the third session of this general auction. And that's a bit early for me to say that. We have one more player. Thank you very much. The last player on the list is player number 79, Pratik Prashai. 28 years of age, batting expert. Do I have a starting bid at $100 for Pratik Prashai? Pratik Prashai, $100 starting bid. Can I see a paddle being raised for Pratik? $100 starting bid. Going in once, going in twice. Remains unsold. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. The third session has come to an end, but before we depart, we are going to go through the squad size and the purse balance. Can I get the figure on screen? Rape Property Gokyo Heroes currently have filled 16 in the 18 on the squad. They currently remain with 2.45K in their purse balance. Ruby Homes Tilicho Titan sits with 12 in the squad size with 3.15K in the purse balance. Vibrant Begnas Stars has 12 in the squad with 3.6K in the purse balance. Capella Phoksundo Strikers have filled 13 in the squad with 3.15K in the balance. And MarkQ Homes Rara Royals, MarkQ Homes Rara Royals have filled in 12 in the squad with 4.5K in the purse. I'll see you quickly in 3 minutes after this short break. Thank you.
Hello guys, welcome back again. We'll give you a couple of minutes to briefly be seated. Yes, we've just got a couple of minutes to revise and resume tonight's auction, which has been wonderful so far. So 2 more minutes and we'd expect everyone to please be seated at their expected seats. Thank you. All right, guys, we're just waiting for Capella, Shey, Phoksundo strikers to please be seated. Until then, I'm just going to thank every one of us who are present here. And we're so looking forward to this season. It has been a wonderful journey so far. For the last 4 seasons, Rare Properties Gokyo Heroes having won 3 out of them. It's been a wonderful journey, and we are so keen to progress with another journey this year. A wonderful opportunity for all these players to be acquired and to be included in their represented teams if they would have premeditated initially. So thank you so much for the teams to having acquired these players, having given them the opportunity to play for you, and hopefully it will turn out to be good for you guys and for them as well. Thank you very much. Please be seated. I'll revise the balance once again briefly, and we'd just like to remind you that the balance is yet abundant for all the teams to get into the battle, because this is going to be an interesting last 30 minutes, because most of the teams, they're almost halfway through, Rare Properties having acquired 16 out of 18 players, still having $2.5 grand. It's going to be a very interesting battle looking at the figures. I'm just going to repeat it quickly. 16 out of 18 for Rare Properties with $2.5 grand. Ruby Homes, 12 out of 18 with 3.15. Vibrant Begnas Stars, 12 out of 18 for 3.6. 13 out of 18 for Capella for 3.15K. And MarkQ Homes having acquired 12 players out of 18 with 4.4 thousand still in their bank. So it's going to be a very interesting battle. Please stay tuned. I'm going to progress with 15 players. I'll just change my strategy a bit, so I'll be a bit quicker this time. So please pay attention for how I'm conducting this. Pardon? Yeah, so everyone's here. We will resume with the 4th session of tonight's auction, which has been wonderful so far. Okay, the next player on the list now is Pratik Prasai for Take Badalia, Bibash, 28 years old, a bowler, right arm faster. Player number 126 for an initial bid of $100. Any interested individuals, please raise a paddle and secure this player. I want everyone to raise your paddle to secure this player. Take Badalia. We'll give you a few seconds to respond. For Take Badalia, going once, going twice, and remains unsold. Okay, we'll move on ahead to the next player on the list. Everyone have enough balance in their purses to acquire any player you'd like, so please follow through. Nishan Thapa is the next on the list, player number 65, age 26, is an all-rounder right-arm medium bowler. So if you'd like to secure this player, please raise your paddle. We'll give you 10 seconds to respond. If anyone's interested, please raise your paddle. It's Nishan Thapa. You can have this player for a base price of $100. We'll give you 5 more seconds. Going once, going twice, and remains unsold. And we'll move on ahead to the next player on the list for tonight. Agraj Dahal, it is player number 5, age 23 years old, a bowler, left arm spinner. We've got Capella, Shey, Phoksundo, the first bidder for Agraj Dahal. Do we see any counter attacks, any counter bids from any responders? We'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. Any responders countering Capella, Shey, Phoksundo. For $50 more, you can have this player. Agraj Dahal, it is. 5 more seconds. Going once, going twice, and sold to Capella, Shey, Phoksundo strikers. Congratulations, Agraj Dahal. We will move on ahead with the next player on the list for tonight, who is Amul Rawal, player number 10, age 32 years old, a keeper, right arm medium fast bowler. An initial bidding of $100. The base price it is. Please raise your paddle. We'll give you 10 seconds to respond. Initial bid of $100, a base price. Please raise your paddles to secure this player. We'll give you 5 more seconds. We're going once, going twice, and remains unsold. The tactic is pretty clear from all the teams, I understand. They've still got pretty much enough balance in their purses to secure the unsold. So I think the permutations and combinations are going to work pretty well in about 15 to 20 minutes. So Riyan Shrestha, a youngster, 12 years old, an all-rounder, player number 91 is on the list. Do we see the first paddle race for Riyan Shrestha, a youngster, a right-arm medium bowler? We'll give you 10 seconds to respond. Any initial bids will secure this player in your team. Any initial bids. We'll give you 5 more seconds. Yes, he is eligible to play. That's why we've included him in the list. We have included him in the list. I think that's been briefed by the management. Do we disregard this? Okay, so disregard. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. Disregard and discard this auction. I'm really very sorry. Unfortunately, he is unsold. We'll move on ahead to the next player on the list. Sahil Khan. Yep. Okay, I'll remind you guys to please stay focused. Sahil Khan it is. The first bidder is Capella, Shey, Phoksundo. $100 base price for Sahil Khan, $150 with Rara Royals. Any counter bids? One of the most interesting battles is happening tonight for Sahil Khan. One of the most anticipated players, one of the most experienced individuals. We'll give you 10 seconds to counter MarkQ Holmes, $150. We've got Vibrant Begnas stars for $200. Sahil Khan it is. Please pitch in if you'd like this player to be in your team. For $200 currently sitting, $250 is Capella, $300 is Rara Royals. We'll give you 10 more seconds to counter that. Rara Royals, Vibrant Begnas stars is with $350 is Sahil Khan. With Vibrant Begnas stars. Rara Royals is $400. Now this is what the balance is all about. All the balance is for these players, the experienced, the players to look out for is Sahil Khan. 10 more seconds to respond to Rara Royals. We've got Vibrant Begnas stars for $450. Do we see any more paddles for Sahil Khan? One of the most experienced can. Like I said, Rara Royals it is for $500 for Sahil Khan. We've got all the teams having enough balance to secure this player. Abundance is all for this. The resource is available. We've got Vibrant Begnas stars for $550. Give you 10 more seconds to respond. Please be quick. Okay, we've got Capella, Shey, Phoksundo for $600 for Sahil Khan. Everyone seems interested apart from Ruby Holmes, Tilicho Titans. We've got Rara Holmes and then Vibrant Begnas stars. Please give me a couple of seconds. It's with $750 with Vibrant Begnas stars. Sahil Khan. Apologies, $700 with Vibrant Begnas stars is Sahil Khan. Please be quick. I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. Vibrant Begnas stars it is for $700. Still with Vibrant Begnas stars. Okay, $700 is with Vibrant Begnas stars. Take your time. Okay, Rara Royals it is with $750 for Sahil Khan. Do we see any interested individuals? Okay, Vibrant Begnas stars. It's between Vibrant and Rara at the moment. For $800 is with Vibrant Begnas stars. Give you 10 seconds to respond. We'll give you 10 more seconds. You know the value of this player. We've got Rare Properties in the race again, $850. 4 teams interested. $900 is Capella, Shey, Phoksundo strikers for Sahil Khan. $950 it is for Rare Properties Gokyo Heroes. Now I'm getting excited because this player is worth the wait. $950 is Rare Properties Gokyo Heroes for Sahil Khan. We'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. We've got Vibrant Begnas stars for a worth of $1,000 for Sahil Khan. Rare Properties Gokyo Heroes, $1,050. Tonight's highest bid is $1,100 with Vibrant Begnas stars. This has now heated. $1,100, ladies and gentlemen. Sahil Khan it is for $1,100. We'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. I'm not going to hold back. Capella, Shey, Phoksundo strikers it is for $1,150. Any interested individuals? The adrenaline's rushing now.
Pump it up, guys. Vibrant Begnas Stars it is for $1,200. Worth the wait. This is what it is all about, the auction tonight. We'll give you 10 more seconds to counter Vibrant Begnas Stars offer of $1,200. This is with Capella now for $1,250, the highest bidding up until now for tonight. Do we see $50 more raised to uplift that player and include him in your team? Countering Capella, Shey, Phoksundo. Vibrant Begnas Stars it is for $1,300. Tonight's highest bid stays at $1,300. Currently with Vibrant Begnas Stars is Sahil Khan. Do we see any interested individuals? This is what it's all about. I'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. Okay, we've got Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes for $1,400 and $1,450. $1,400 and $1,450 is Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. Sahil Khan, $1,500. Vibrant Begnas Stars, $1,550. This is just getting started. I'm telling you guys, this is what the balance was all about. $1,550, currently sitting with Capella, Shey, Phoksundo. $1,600 is Vibrant Begnas Stars acquiring Sahil Khan. Is it going to be it? We'll give you 10 more seconds to counter. $1,650 with Capella, Shey, Phoksundo strikers is Sahil Khan. $1,700 it is with Vibrant Begnas Stars. $1,750, we are not holding back. Are we seeing this to be the highest? $1,800 it is. Are we seeing this? $1,850, we are not holding back. MarkQ still has $4,000, but they don't want to pitch in. This is currently with Capella for $1,850. We'll give you 10 more seconds. With $4,000 still in the purse for MarkQ, they're not. Okay, $1,900 it is. Reminding you guys that $2,100 is the highest bidding in NPL history. Do we see $2,100 beaten? $1,950 with Capella, Shey, Phoksundo strikers. The adrenaline and dopamine is now uplifted. Vibrant Begnas Stars with $2,000. Sahil Khan deserves every penny of it. This is the highest bid for so far tonight. $2,050 it is with Capella, Shey, Phoksundo strikers. $50 more and this will be the highest bidding so far. $2,100, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, this now ties with the highest bidding in the history of Nepalese Premier League Australia. Sahil Khan it is currently sitting with Vibrant Begnas Stars for $2,100. We'll give you 10 more seconds. Now $50 more and the records will be shattered. And this is what it's all about. $2,150. Do we see $2,150? Final call. Give you 5 more seconds. $2,100 currently with Vibrant Begnas Stars. Going once. $2,100 with Vibrant Begnas Stars. Going twice. $2,100 to Vibrant Begnas Stars. Sold. Congratulations, Vibrant Begnas Stars. And congratulations, Sahil Khan. This is a record tie for the highest bid in the Nepalese Premier League Australia's history. So congratulations both the teams. Moving on ahead, we now have Rupesh Hamal Thakuri. We would like all the teams to please be reminded, Vibrant Begnas Stars has just signed one of the best deals of tonight. Rupesh Hamal Thakuri, you still have balance in your purse, so please be very cautious of how you're playing with this now. Okay, player number 96, Rupesh Hamal Thakuri. Apologies. Mukesh Tharu is the next player on the list. Player number 63, age 23 years. First bid from Capella, Shey, Phoksundo strikers. Initial bidding of $100. Any interested individuals? We'll give you 10 more seconds. Countering Capella is $100. Final countdown. Okay, Ruby Holmes, Tilicho Titans, and Capella now once again for $200 stays with Capella. Do we see any interested counters? Stays with Capella. We'll give you 5 more seconds. Doing a final countdown with Capella currently with $200. Going once, going twice, and is sold. Ruby Holmes, Tilicho Titans. Apologies, has just, my team has pointed it out. $250 stays with Ruby Holmes, Tilicho Titans. Do we see any more counters? We'll give you 5 more seconds. Do a final countdown with Ruby Holmes, Tilicho Titans for $250. Is Mukesh Tharu going once, going twice, and is sold. Congratulations, Ruby Holmes, for having secured Mukesh Tharu. Next player on the list, we have Mosaf Jangrana, a very experienced candidate. Player number 61, 35 years all-rounder. Capella straight away in the race. for a base price of $100. We'll give you 10 seconds to counter respond. We'll do a final countdown on Mosuf Jangrana. Please empty your purses because that's going to just go to waste because this player deserves every bit of it. Mosuf Jangrana. We'll give you 5 more seconds to counter. For a base price of $100, is going once, going twice, and is sold to Capella. Sorry, my bad. With Rara Royals has raised for $50 more. Apologies, Capella. For Rara Royals, $50 more, 150 stays with MarkQ Homes. Do we see any paddles raised countering that? We'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. With MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals currently staying is Mosuf Jangrana. 5 more seconds. A final call. Going once, going twice, and is sold to MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals. Congratulations, Mosuf Jangrana and MarkQ Homes. The next player on the list is Janak Pachai. Is player number 42, age 22 years. Immediately, Capella has jumped into the race. For a base price of $100, do we see any interested individuals? Give you 10 seconds to respond. Interested individuals, please raise your paddle. All you gotta do is raise your paddle. A final countdown of 5 seconds. Final call. Going once, going twice, and sold to Capella, Shey, Phoksundo. Strikers is Janak Pachai. Congratulations, the team and Janak Pachai. The next player on the list is Vishal Pokharel. Age 23 years old, player number 40, an all-rounder right-arm fast bowler. Do we see any paddles raised? I'll give you 10 seconds to respond. Initial bidding of $100 for Vishal Pokharel. Final countdown of 5 seconds. Going once, going twice, it remains unsold. Move on ahead to the next player on the list. Is Karan Bista, player number 54, age 25 years, bowler, right-arm faster. Do we see an initial bid of $100? An opening bid is all we require. Give you 5 more seconds to counter. Going once, going twice, and remains unsold. We move on ahead to the next player on the list. Is Narendra Chanda. Player number 64, age 30 years, a batter, right-arm spinner. Do we see an opening bid of $100? Please raise your paddle if you like to secure this player. Narendra Chanda. We'll give you 5 more seconds. Going once, going twice, and remains unsold. Narendra Chand. Sorry, it's already, yep. I'm sorry, we can always go into the unsold players list. Okay, next player on the list is, yeah, sorry, it was after the hammer. So we can always go into the unsold. Don't get disappointed. Really very sorry. We'll move on ahead to the next player on the list. Bishal Chawlagai. 21 years old, player number 38, an all-rounder, medium fast bowler. First paddle raise will secure this player. Initial bid of $100. We'll give you 5 more seconds. First paddle raise, going once, going twice, it remains unsold. Moving on ahead to the next player on the list is Saurav Shah, player number 114, 23 years old, batsman, right-arm batter. Do we see the first paddle raised for an initial bid of $100? We'll give you 5 more seconds to respond. Going once, going twice, and it remains unsold. Okay, sorry, apologies. Vibrant Begnas has raised the first paddle. Apologies if I'm being too quick. Has raised the first paddle for $100. We'll give you 10 more seconds to respond. A counter bid of $50 will secure this player. We'll give you 5 more seconds. Final call for this player, Saurav Shah. Going once, going twice. Sold to Vibrant Begnas for $100 base price. Apologies if I'm being a bit too quick. The next player on the list is Suraj Gurung, player number 123. First paddle raise is by Capella for a base price of $100. Give you 10 seconds to counter. With $100, Suraj Gurung is still with Capella, Shey, Phoksundo. 5 seconds to respond. A final call. Still with Capella, Shey, Phoksundo. Going once, going twice, and is sold to Capella, Shey, Phoksundo. Strikers, congratulations, Suraj Gurung and Capella. We've got one more player before. The next player on the list is
Please be aware of the balances that you still have, and please be calculative, because your immediate response will verify that the player is yours. It will validate the need of auction tonight. And apologies if I've had a lack of attention tonight, so I'm really very sorry. If it has happened a couple of times, and we'll still have the numbers of unsold players, which we'll still go through at the very end of auction, which will be in about a few minutes. All right, the next player on the list is Jagdish Chaudhary, 37 years old, player number 51, a bowler, right arm medium fast. Do we have an initial bid of $100? We'll give you 10 seconds to open the bid. For Jagdish Chaudhary, player number 51, an initial bid of $100 will secure this player. A final call for this player. Going once, going twice, and remains unsold. The next player on the list is Sagar Thapa Chetri, player number 99, 26 years old, batter, right arm medium fast bowler. An initial bid, opening bid of $100, a base price $100. 10 seconds to respond. Any paddle raised. First paddle from MarkQ Rara Royals. Second from Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. Countering is Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes for $150. We'll give you 10 seconds to respond. Rara Royals it is with $200. Countering $250 it is from Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. $300 Rara Royals. Two teams battling out for Sagar Thapa Chetri. MarkQ Rara Royals for $300, obviously. And Ray Properties for $350. Countering MarkQ is Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. On $350, that's what I'm saying. $350 it is. Countering was MarkQ for $400. We'll give you 10 more seconds. Any teams interested, please chip in. With MarkQ for $400 is Sagar Thapa Chetri. Final call, give you 5 seconds. Ray Properties it is for $450. Countering is Rara Royals for $500. The player is Sagar Thapa Chetri. Two teams interested, three teams still considering. We'll give you 5 more seconds. Final call is currently with MarkQ Rara Royals for $500. For $550 is Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes, is Sagar Thapa Chetri. We'll give you 10 more seconds. Please consider this player. It's going to be one of the most crucial involvement, inclusive of your team. $550 is Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. Final call. 5-4 is with Rara Royals. For $600 is Sagar Thapa Chetri. Currently with MarkQ Rara Royals is Sagar Thapa Chetri for $600. Final call. $650 is Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. Any interested paddles? For $700 is Rara Royals. Sagar Thapa Chetri. Battle between two teams. We'll give you 10 seconds to respond. Please consider this player. For $700. Final call. Okay, Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes it is for $750. Two teams are not letting off this player. Sagar Thapa Chetri currently with Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes for $750. Do we see MarkQ chipping in? MarkQ it is for $800. Any interested teams? For $850 is Ray Properties. They are not backing off. For $850 currently with Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes is Sagar Thapa Chetri. For $900 is with Sagar. $950 is with Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. For $1,000 now is with Sagar Thapa Chetri. For $1,050 again. This is what adrenaline does. For vibrant Capella, Shey, Phoksundo strikers chipping in for $1,100. Sagar Thapa Chetri it is. Now we see a paddle from Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes for $1,150. $1,150 Sagar Thapa Chetri. Second most highest bid. $1,200 is with MarkQ Rara Royals. $1,200. Do we see Ray or Capella chipping in, or any of the two leftovers? With MarkQ Rara Royals for $1,200, final call. We'll give you 5 seconds to respond. $1,200. Going once, going twice. Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes for $1,250. $50 added for Sagar Thapa Chetri, currently with Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. $1,300 with MarkQ. $1,350 with Capella, Shey, Phoksundo strikers. Do we see Ray or MarkQ responding to that? $1,350. $1,400 for Ray. $1,400 for Sagar Thapa Chetri.
is with Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes. We'll give you 5 seconds to respond to that. Going once, going twice for $1,400. Rara Royals it is for $1,450. Sagar Thapa Chetri. Currently with MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals. Like I said, the balance is all about this. These players, the crucial players that you can add. Are they match winners? Yes, they are, definitely. Sagar Thapa Chetri, currently with $1,450. Give you 5 seconds, the final call. $1,450 going once. $1,450 going to MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals twice. $1,450 sold. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. This is the second highest bidding for tonight. Sagar Thapa Chetri. Congratulations to Sagar and congratulations to MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals for having secured Sagar Thapa Chetri for $1,450. The next player on the list is Kiran Thangunna. Player number 55, 24 years all-rounder, right arm medium fast bowler. Do we see an interested individual raising their paddle for an opening bid for a base price of $100? Give you 5 more seconds. Final call for Kiran Thangunna. Going once, going twice, remains unsold. We move on ahead with Krishna Karki, player number 56, 34 years all-rounder, right arm medium fast bowler. Do we see an initial bid? Vibrant Begnas jumps into the battle and Capella, 2 teams now interested. Do we see 3 other teams participating? Yes, Rara it is. Do we see Ruby Homes and Ray Properties chipping in? Currently $200 with MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals. This is what MarkQ Homes. Now Capella, Shey Phoksundo have Krishna Karki with Ray Properties is with $300, $350 for Capella. This is what the balance is all about, guys. With Vibrant Begnas is $400, and with Capella is for $450 is Krishna Karki. With Vibrant Begnas for $500 is Krishna Karki. Any interested paddles? Okay, MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals for $500 again. For $550. Apologies with MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals. Give you 10 seconds to counter that response. A counter bid of $50 will add the value to $600. Capella it is for $600. For $650, we can see a paddle raise. For $650, otherwise it's going to go to Capella, Shey Phoksundo Strikers for $600. Final call, give you 5 seconds to counter. Okay, $650 it is for Rara Royals and $700 it is for Capella, Shey Phoksundo Strikers. For $700, it's going to go to Capella, Shey Phoksundo Strikers. Give you 5 seconds to counter bid. Final call going $700 to Capella with MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals for $750 and $800 to Capella. $800 it is with Capella. Give you 5 more seconds. $800 going once. $800 to Capella. $850 is with Rara. $900 with Capella. Give you 5 more seconds to counter that. $900 with Capella. $900 with Capella going once. $950 it is with Rara Royals. And $1,000 once again, ladies and gentlemen. For Krishna Karki, 34 years all-rounder, currently with Capella, Shey Phoksundo Strikers for $1,000, ladies and gentlemen. If you'd like to counter, I'll give you 5 more seconds. Currently, it's between MarkQ Homes and Capella, Shey Phoksundo Strikers. For $1,000 going once, we got Ruby Homes interested. For $1,050, Ruby. For $1,100 with Capella. Capella, Ruby and MarkQ, 3 interested teams for Krishna Karki. For $1,100 is currently with Capella, Shey Phoksundo Strikers. Give you 5 seconds to respond. Final call. With Capella, Shey Phoksundo Strikers for $1,100, Krishna Karki going once. With MarkQ Homes and Ruby Homes, that's $1,250 with Ruby Homes, is Krishna Karki. Give you 5 seconds to counter. With Capella, Shey Phoksundo for $1,300. $1,300 with Capella, Shey Phoksundo Strikers. $1,300 currently with Capella, Shey Phoksundo Strikers. We'll give you a little bit of breather, and especially for me, a little bit of breather, because the battle is now getting interesting. For the adrenaline now has rushed, and the player has now reached to an ultimate value of $1,300. With Capella, Shey Phoksundo Strikers currently sitting at $1,300. Final call, $1,300. $1,350 is with MarkQ Homes, and $1,400. I think this is the second highest bid for tonight. At the moment, $1,450 it is, topping that bid. Second highest bid for tonight is Krishna Karki, $1,450, $1,500 with Capella, Shey Phoksundo Strikers. is Krishna Karki. $1,500 will give you 5 more seconds to respond to that. Now this is getting heated. Ruby Holmes, do you want to chip in? Vibrant Begnas Stars or Ray, do you want to chip in? Mikey Holmes, Rara Royals for $1,550 is Krishna Karki. Do we see any interested individuals still chipping in, still considering for this player? $1,600 is Capella, Shey, Phoksundo Strikers. Are we inching closer to that mark, that benchmark? $1,600 is Capella, Shey, Phoksundo Strikers. Final call, $1,600. You fought tooth and nail for this player. You don't want to miss out on this. $1,650 is with MarkQ Holmes, Rara Royals. I'll still give you 5 more seconds, being considerate, but please consider. $1,650 going once, $1,700 with Capella. $1,700, ladies and gentlemen, the second highest bid, $1,750. We're still inching closer to that highest bid of tonight, $1,800 it is. $1,800 for Krishna Karki is with Capella, Shey, Phoksundo will do a final countdown. $1,800 going once to Capella, $1,800 going twice, $1,800. $1,850 with MarkQ Holmes, Rara Royals. $1,900 it is with Capella, Shey, Phoksundo Strikers. This is the battle of tonight. After Sahil Khan, we are witnessing one of the most interesting battle which we have witnessed in a long while. It's currently $1,900 with Capella, Shey, Phoksundo Strikers. 5 more seconds. $1,900 going once to Capella. $1,900 going twice to Capella. $1,950 and $2,000. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the $2,000 threshold. The second time tonight. The highest bidding up until now is $2,100 for Sahil Khan. Currently we're sitting with Capella, Shey, Phoksundo Strikers is Krishna Karki for $2,000, ladies and gentlemen. For $2,000 going once to Capella. For $2,000 going twice to Capella. $2,050 it is, and $2,100 has now equaled the amount of highest bidding so far in the history of Nepalese Premier League Australia. $2,100 with Capella, Shey, Phoksundo Strikers. Going once for $2,100, going twice. Are we seeing a record-breaking deal? It's $2,150. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, $2,200. This is now the highest bid in the history of Nepalese Premier League. $2,200, $2,200 for Krishna Karki. The highest bidding for tonight, going once to Capella, going twice to Capella. Are we sure you're going to quit? All right, sold to Capella, Shey, Phoksundo Strikers for the highest bidding in the history of Nepalese Premier League Australia. Thank you, Capella, for doing this honor. Krishna Karki it is. Congratulations, lad. You're going to a wonderful team because they paid your worth. All right, moving on ahead, we now have Subin Hada.
Can we know the remaining cost amount? Is it possible? Because we're lost in between. I think that's.
Okay, we will reconsider that. We can ask
Can we read it?
Ramdai. Okay, please focus because I'm going to now revise for what has happened. Ray Properties Gokyo Heroes have now 16 players out of 18 with 2.45 thousand still in their purse. Ruby Holmes Tilicho Titans, having secured 13 out of 18, have 2.9 thousand in their purse. Vibrant Begnas Stars, having secured 14 out of 18, have 1.4 thousand in their purse. Capella, Shey, Phoksundo Strikers, having secured 17 out of 18 players, would only have $650 left in their purse. And MarkQ Holmes, Rara Royals, with 14 out of 18 players, still have 2.85 thousand, having the most amount of balance. Oh, sorry, Ruby Holmes still have the most amount of balance left in their purse for tonight's bidding. We still have plenty of unsold players still left to be auctioned. You still have an opportunity to secure those players, understanding their value and understanding their worth. Okay, next player on the list, without further ado, is Subin Hada. Player number 120, age 19 years, and all-rounder Capella, the first to bid. Initial opening balance of a base price of $100. Any interested individuals will give you 10 more seconds. Vibrant Begnas Stars, 150. Capella, once again, with 650 still in their purse, are going to fight inching closer to this deal. Subin Hada, it is $200. We'll give you 10 more seconds to counter. Vibrant Begnas Stars, $250 is Subin Hada, a youngster, 19-year-old. Do we see Capella chipping in? Capella for $300 is still fighting tooth and nail with Vibrant Begnas Stars. Vibrant Begnas Stars for $350, $400. They have decided. Capella have now decided they're going for this play. Regardless, 450 is with 500. Apologies, $500 is with Capella, Shey, Phoksundo strikers. They've still got 150, so I believe the teams can still chip in with the balances that they have. MarkQ Homes now have 550. 550, $600 is Vibrant, and 650. $600 and 650. Now we have run out of balance for Capella, so you can't bid anymore. It's with Ray Properties for $700. Ray Properties for $700. 3 teams interested for Subin Hada. $750 is Rara Royals, and $800 is Vibrant Begnas Stars. $800 with Vibrant Begnas Stars. Give you 10 seconds to counter that response. $800. We'll do a final call in about a bit for Subin Hada, still with Vibrant Begnas Stars. Doing a final call, going once for $800. $850 it is with Ray Properties, and $900 it is with MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals. Subin Hada for $900 with MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals. We'll give you 5 more seconds. Final call for Subin Hada with MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals for $900. Going once with MarkQ Homes, Vibrant Begnas Stars, $950. Ruby Homes, $1,000, and $1,050 with Ray Properties, Gokyo Heroes. $1,050 with Ray Properties, Gokyo Heroes. Give you 10 seconds to counter that response. 5 teams interested now in Subin Hada. Unfortunately, Capella have run out of funds. With $1,050 currently, $1,100 with MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals is Subin Hada. These are the most sought after players being auctioned at the very end, and these teams know their worth. $1,100 is MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals. Do a final call with MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals for $1,100 going once. For $1,100 to MarkQ Homes going twice. For $1,100 to MarkQ Homes sold. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Subin Hada has now been sold to MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals for $1,100. Congratulations, both of you. The next player on the list is Barun Ojha, player number 27, 27 years old. A batter, pardon? A batter, right arm spin bowler. Do we see an initial bid of $100? Base price it is. We'll give you 5 seconds to counter. Going once, going twice, and it remains unsold. We move on ahead to the next player on the list. Madan Lama it is, 36-year-old, player number 59. The first bid from Capella, Shey, Phoksundo strikers for a base price of $100. We'll give you 10 seconds to counter. We'll give you 10 seconds to counter a base price. You can't miss out on this player. Madan Lama, one of the most experienced candidates, is currently with Capella, Shey, Phoksundo, doing a final call. $100 base price it is with Capella, going once. With Ray Properties for $150. $50 raised for Ray Properties, Gokyo Heroes. $150, do a final call. $150 for Madan Lama to Ray Properties, going once, going twice. For $150 is sold to Ray Properties, Gokyo Heroes. Congratulations, Madan Lama it is. To Ray Properties, Gokyo Heroes for $150. Congratulations the team and Madan Lama. The next player on the list is Utsap Koirala, player number 127, 30 years old, left arm medium fast bowler. An initial bid opening balance of $100, a base price $100. We'll give you 5 seconds. A final call for Utsap Koirala. Going once, going twice. Vibrant Begnas Stars has raised the paddle just in time. For $100 base price, we'll give you 10 more seconds. For $100 base price to Vibrant Begnas Stars, do a final call. Rara Royals it is for $150. Give you 10 more seconds. Rara Royals, MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals, having Utsap Koirala for $150. Ruby Homes for $200 is Utsap Koirala. Give you 10 more seconds. Utsap Koirala with Ruby Homes. Final call for Utsap Koirala, Ruby Homes for $200. Rara Royals for $250. $50 raised for Utsap Koirala. Do a final call in about a bid. $250 with MarkQ Homes, Rara Royals. Going once, going twice, and is sold to MarkQ Homes Rara Royals. Congratulations to the team and the player. The next player. All right, that's it for this session, and we will further proceed, and we will invite Mr. Ashish for the next round of auction. So please remain seated. Thank you so much.
Wow, what an evening that was. What an evening that was, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for putting in all the effort, all the energy, and importantly, all the money in the battle out here. What we'll see next is what the current purse size remains, what the team allocations are, and then we'll proceed further from there. So Ray Property Gokyo Heroes currently have filled 17 in this squad out of 18. Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans have currently managed to put in 13 in the squad of 18. Vibrant Begnas Stars currently stand at 14 players in the squad out of 18. Capella Phoksundo Strikers have 17 in the squad with one more player available to put into the squad. MarkQ Home Rara Royals have 16 players in this squad. Let's go through the purse size as well. Ray Property Gokyo Heroes has 2.3K balance remaining. Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans has 2.9K balance remaining. Vibrant Begnas Stars has 1.4K balance remaining. Capella Phoksundo Strikers have $650 remaining. MarkQ Homes Rara Royals has 1.5K remaining. Before we move further, is there a way we can see the highest bidders for today as well, or is that going to take some while from the technical team? Otherwise, let's move further to the unsold players list, and we'll go further from there if it is way too hard. But till then, I want to once again welcome you all to this last session of the evening, Expert NPL Season 5. Title sponsor, Expert Education and Visa Services, powered by Piranha, supported by Sage Home Loans and Property Connect. Media partner, Cricket Sansar. Broadcasting partner, Silahiti. Food partner, Hamro Jamgat and Domino's Stratfield. We have seen some electrical movement tonight. I don't know how many shockers you have seen tonight, how many low balls have come through, how many yokers have been faced, but what we all stand at the end of it towards the unsold player is the fact that we still have some money to spend on these unsold players and some of the squads to be filled in your potential team size. Let's move further from here where we'll be going through the unsold players. The list we currently have are being produced on screen where we'll be seeing who have remained unsold. Out of them, who remains on your potential players for joining the squad, and then we'll reconsider the bidding from there. I have a question from Ray Property Gokyo Heroes.
Two available, right? Are we going to finish this players first and then on also?
So the main controls already has all of the players, available players, been sorted out.
That's not correct number.
That they are going to go through that and resolve that right now. As I said, this evening has been some of the technical glitches that we have been navigating through, and I really appreciate your patience and being very supportive to us till this point in time. While the technical team also get this issues resolved, what I would also like to request the franchise owners and the representatives out here is towards the end of this session, when we'll be closing down of our main event here, we'd like to request you to be a part of our video engagement survey, where we'll be asking you a couple of questions in relation to how your experience was today being a part of this auction. These answers or the feedbacks that you would be providing to us would be the part of the journey, the video documentary journey that we are producing for Expert NPL Season 5, where we'll be showcasing these journey moving ahead during the all live matches that will be followed through during the season of NPL Season 5. Can I have the quick list produced on how the unsold player will be moved ahead?
Unsold players, just like it, just 2-3 seconds.
Okay. And how are we doing technically? Okay, perfect. All right, we are starting with the final session of the evening where the unsold players or the players that you have might strategically left remain unsold will be told out loud to you from the list that I have as unsold players. If there is an interested bidding on each of those players, we would expect you to raise the paddle for the player so that we can present their name and number on screen and further bidding can start from there. We'll be giving you a couple of seconds after we pronounce the name of the players, and if there is no further bidding from there, we'll be moving ahead to the next player. The first player who was unsold, and before we jump onto that, it would be appreciated if you could take the list on your hand because it would definitely be useful for you to go through the players and the stats as well. Let's start with the unsold player number 1, who is Avishek Chetri. Avishek Chetri is the wicket keeper who was unsold on the first auction that was held. Do I have an interest for Avishek Chetri? Any paddles for Avishek Chetri? Going in once, twice, remains unsold. Next in, I have Amish Devkota, who is a bowling expert, player number 9. Any paddles being raised for Amish Devkota? Going in once, twice, remains unsold. Next in, we have player number 6, Ajay Lama, bowling expert. Do I have any paddles being raised for Ajay Lama? Going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, I have Aman Singh, who is the all-rounder, player number 8. Unsold, can I have the paddle being raised? Going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, Amul Rawal, who was unsold wicketkeeper on the first general auction. Can I have the paddles being raised? Going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, Ankit Khanal, player number 12. Any interest on acquiring the player? Going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, we have player number 17, Anurodh Tiwari. Going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 27, Barun Ojha. Any interest from any of the franchises? Going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, Bhuvan Khatri, player number 29. Going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, we have Vivek Kafle, player number 31. Remained unsold in general auction. Going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, we have Arjun Shrestha, player number 20, all-rounder. Remained unsold in the first round. Do I have an interest from anyone? Going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, Ayush Dahal, player number 24. Going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, Bhumi Raj Betwal, number 28. Going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, Vijay Chetri, player number 32. Going in once. We have the paddle being raised from Vibrant Begnas Stars for Vijay Chetri, player number 32. Vijay Chetri, player number 32, Vibrant Begnas Stars, currently sits at $100. Do I have a counter bid against Vibrant Begnas Stars from anyone for Vijay Chetri? Vijay Chetri, anyone? Ladies and gentlemen, do we have a paddle being raised for Vijay Chetri? Currently with Vibrant Begnas Stars for $100. Going in once, going in twice, sold to Vibrant Begnas Stars. Congratulations. Next in, we have player number 45, Devraj Karanjit. Capella say Phoksundo strikers at $100 starting bid. Do I have a counter bid for Devraj Karanjit at $150? Do I have a paddle being raised for $150 from anyone? Currently sits with Capella say Phoksundo strikers. $100 Devraj Karanjit. Do I see a paddle for $150? Going in once, going in twice, sold to Capella say Phoksundo strikers. Next in, we have Gaurav Sapkota, player number 47. Unsold on general auction. Going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, we have Gyapan Regmi, player number 49. Going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, we have player number 51, Jagdish Chowdhury. Going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 36, Binod Khatri. Going in once, we have MarkQ Homes with the first paddle, $50. Next in by Ruby Homes, Tilicho Titans, $100. Can I see $150 for Binod Khatri? Yes. MarkQ Homes says yes. $150. Sorry, my bad. $100, $150, $200. Can I see 250? Can I see 250? Binod Khatri was Binod Khatri. Number 36 currently sits with $200 at Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans. Can we update the screen? No, yes? Just a sec, we are once again fixing the technical issues. We want it to be very fair to everyone. We want to ensure that what you are seeing is what you're getting. Currently sits with Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans. I will take the bid. Currently sits with Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans at $200. Currently sits with Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans at $200. Currently sits with Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans at $200. Can I see further bid? $250. Sits with MarkQ Homes at $250. MarkQ Homes currently has Binod Khatri at $250. Can I see a paddle being raised for $300? Can I see a paddle being raised for $300? Binod Khatri, can I see a paddle being raised for $300? Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans says yes to $300. Currently sits with Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans, $300. And where are we sitting at? Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans, what's the bid at? $300, $350 with MarkQ Homes, $350 with MarkQ Homes, $400 with Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans, $400 with Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans, $450 with MarkQ Homes, $450 with MarkQ Homes, $450 with MarkQ Homes. It's your last chance to get the bid. $50 more and you'll get the player. $50 more. $450 is what MarkQ Homes is at. $500 and the player is yours. Your squad will look amazing. Is there a further bid from there? $450 with MarkQ Homes. No further bid. Going in once. Going in twice. Sold to MarkQ Homes for $450. Next in we have Bisal Chaulagai, unsold player. Player number 38. Do I have a starting bid at $100? Bishal Chaulagai, going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, Bishal Pokhrel, 40, player number 40, starting bid at $100. Do I have a starting bid at $100? Going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, we have player number 46, Dipendra Neupane, all-rounder. Do I have a starting bid at $100 for Dipendra Neupane? $100, going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, Gyanu Bahadur Bika, player number 48. Do I have a starting bid at $100? Do I have a starting bid at $100 for Gyanu Bahadur Bika? Going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, we have player number 55, Kiran Thagunna. We have player number 55, Kiran Thagunna, starting bid at $100. Do I see a paddle being raised for $100 for Kiran Thagunna? Starting bid at $100. Going in once, going in twice, going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, we have player number 65, Nishan Thapa. Going in once, Nishan Thapa, player number 65. Player number 65, going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 67, Nitesh Singh. Player number 67, Nitesh Singh. Do I have a starting bid at $100? Going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 54, Karan Bista. Sorry, player number 54, Karan Bista. Do I have a starting bid at $100? Going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 60, Manish Bhandari. Do I have a starting bid at $100? I'll go quick. Till you are prepared, I'll just go ahead. I'll just go ahead till then.
Our rate was 17. We got one more. Are you interested to go one more? Yes, okay. And our Ruby, we got two more to add on. Right? At least.
Perfect. We'll see that. We'll keep going on.
We don't want to waste time.
Perfect. Player number 60, Manish Bhandari, unsold, going in once. Manish Bhandari going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. One day. Milan Sharma, player number 62, going in once, going in twice, unsold. Next in, player number 64, Narendra Chanda, going in once, going in twice. We have Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans for player number 64, Narendra Chand. Player number 64, Narendra Chand, currently sits at $100 with Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans. Do I have a further bid? Further bid for Narendra Chand, player number 64 at $150. Any interest for Narendra Chand? Going in once, going in twice, sold to Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans. Next in, we have player number 71, Pardeep Pandey. Player number 71, Pardeep Pandey. Do I have a starting bid of $100? Going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 79, Pratik Prashai. Going in once, Pratik Prashai, 79. Going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 83, Rahul Shrestha. Unsold on general category. Going in once, Rahul Shrestha going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 72, Pema Lama Balpa. Pema Lama Balpa going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 74, Pravesh Thapa. Next in, player number 74, Pravesh Thapa, going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 76, Prajwal Dhakal, going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 82, Rabin Chand, going in. We have Vibrant Begnas stars for Rabin Chand at $100. Player number 82, Rabin Chand at $100 with Vibrant Begnas stars for now. 150, do I see a bid being raised? 150 anyone? 150 anyone? Going in once, going in twice, sold to Vibrant Begnas stars. Next in, we have player number 91, Rian Shrestha. Sorry about that. Once again, we'll recall that. 97, player number 97, Sagar Rawal, going in once. Sagar Rawal going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 103, Sallu Yadav, going in once. Sallu Yadav going in once, going twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 105, Sandesh Acharya. Sandesh Acharya going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 107, Sandeep Paudel. Sandeep Paudel, player number 107, going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 90, Ridiam Sharma, going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 92, Ritik Magar, going in once. We have Vibrant Begnas stars for Ritik Magar, $100. Can I see a paddle being raised for 150? Can I see a paddle being raised for 150? Currently sits with Vibrant Begnas stars for $100. Do I see a paddle being raised? Going in once, going in twice, sold to Vibrant Begnas stars. Next 10, we have player number 94, Rohan Gopali. Rohan Gopali, going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 98, Sagar Thapa, going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 104, Samoth Paudel, going in once, going in twice. We have MarkQ Homes putting in the bid for Samoth Paudel at $100. Samoth Paudel at $100 for MarkQ Homes Rara Royals. Do I see a further bid at 150 from anyone? Do I see a further bid? Going in once, going in twice, sold to MarkQ Homes Rara Royals. Samoth Paudel sold to MarkQ Homes Rara Royals at $100. Next in, we have player number 123, Sujan Khanal, going in once. Player number 123, going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 125, Suraj Yadav, going in once, going in twice, unsold. Next in, player number 110, Saroj Bhattrai, going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 112, Saroj Paudel, going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 114, Saurav Iyer, going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 120, Suvigya Adhikari, going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 122, Sudeep Bhandari, going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 127, Take Badalia. Going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in, player number 129, Vikesh Joshi. Going in once, going in twice, remains unsold. Next in is not the player on the list. So finally we are done with the unsold players. Is there anyone on list that you are willing to see on screen that has not been pronounced yet? Is there any players that you had on your radar that you are looking forward to? Now let's get back to the squad size. We currently have 17 with Ray Property Gokyo Heroes, 14 with Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans, 18 Capella have filled their squad size, MarkQ Homes currently have filled their squad size, and Vibrant Begnas Stars stands on 17. So Ray Properties, Vibrant currently have one more to fill each, and Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans also have 4 more spots to fill if they want to. And at least one for Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans to proceed further. While we are going through this, I want to look into the squad size and squad members of Capella Phoksundo strikers if we can. Let's see what this squad comprises of. Agraj Dahal, Aman Singh, Deep Rana, Dipendra Thapa, Devraj Karanjit, Janak Pachai, Krishna Karki, Kritan Tamrakar, Prashant Khawas, Rajendra Bhatta, Raju Neupane, Ramesh Chetri, Rupesh Thakuri, Saksham Dahal, Suraj Gurung, Suvigya Bhatta, Yoginder Singh Karki, and Avinash Bora. Once again, congratulations, MarkQ Homes Rara Royals. You have managed to put in 18 out of 18 players on your squad. Wonderful team effort from the team. Next again. Wow, wonderful. Looks like I need another sip of the coffee. So it was Capella Phoksundo strikers. Capella Phoksundo strikers whose team was what I pronounced, and 18 of those squad sizes. Next in, we have Ray Property Gokyo Heroes that we are going to go through the team list. Anurag Kerwar, Ayush Jang Thapa, Bikram Saud, Bimal Kadel, Birendra Shah, Bisal Mandal, Bishal Thapa, Chitiz Basnet, Madan Lama, Nirav Sharma, Rajan Dangi, Raman Jaisi, Ram Surat Yadav, Sajal Singh Bhandari, Sandesh Khanal, Saroj Pathak, and Yuvraj Malla. Congratulations, Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. Next in the list is MarkQ Homes Rara Royals, Aditya Mahata, Anurag Oli, Arjen Aryal, Avilash Adhikari, Ayush Taiju, Vikas Kharel, Binod Khatri, Hemanta Acharya, Mausaf Jang Rana, Parben Alam Khan, Praveen Basnet, Rohan Aryal, Sagar Thapa Chetri, Samot Paudel, Saugat Pandey, Subin Hara, Utsav Koirala, Tej Chand. Congratulations, MarkQ Homes Rara Royals. Next in, we have Vibrant Begnas Stars, whose team looks like Akash Pathak, Anil Amatya, Anup Bhushal, Anup Oli, Arvind Saru Mogar, Vivek Devkota, Vijay Chetri, Nitesh Thapa, Prabin Bam, Robin Chand, Rajiv Dital, Ritik Magar, Rojal Raut, Sahil Khan, Saurav Shah, Sisir Thapa, and Yogesh Giri. Congratulations, Vibrant Begnas Stars. Next in, we have Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans, Abhi Kandel, Aryan Pokharil, Ashish Lamsal, Bisal Sunar, Mukesh Tharu, Narendra Chand, Om Prakash Chapai, Piyush Gautam, Prashant Bista, Sanjay Bhatt, Sisir Shrestha, Siddhant Puri, Subhash Kumar Shah, Veer Jamwal. Congratulations, Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans. Let's proceed further from here. What is the update that we have from team? Do we have a name from Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans on floor? Who is the name and what's the number of the player? Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans. Just the name and number for now. We'll go through the bidding later. Ram Surat Yadav is the player number 89. That was sold to Ray Property Gokyo Heroes. Rahul Shrestha remains unsold is my understanding. Just a second. Yes. Player number 17. Let's look at player number 17 is the call that Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans has made. All the franchises, if you look into the list, it is Anurodh Tiwari. Currently sits with Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans at $100. Is there any counter bid for that particular player, Anurodh Tiwari? Anurodh Tiwari, $100 with Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans. Any counter bid by any other franchises? Going in once, going in twice, and sold to Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans. Congratulations. Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans, do you have any further players that you want to go through? Bhuvan Khatri, and the player number is 29. Let me have a quick look on player number 29. Bhuvan Khatri. Bhuvan Khatri, player number 29. Current bid sits with Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans at $100. Do we have a counter bid from anyone else? Do we have a counter bid? Going in once, going in twice, sold. Is there any other further addition to the team that you'd like to make? 16 is the number that you have in squad. Do you want to reach out to 18? No is the call, and that is it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are towards the end session of this event that we were here today for. I really appreciate your patience for a couple of more minutes because we are trying to wrap up the program now. It's really towards the formal end session of the program. While we say this, I would also reiterate the fact that we are going to be doing the lucky draw after this event for the tie sheet that is going to be produced for the entire NPL Season 5. So stay tuned for this one as well. While we say this, for the next set of events, can I call in? Okay. For the next set of events, before calling in someone, we have an esteemed guest in among ourselves today, who is a national player of Nepalese team, and she has represented team in both senior and junior levels back in the day as well. She remains with us currently today. Kritika Marasini Chetri with us. Please, everyone, welcome her in our family. We'll be seeing her more often here during the season progress of Expert NPL Season 5 with us. We really welcome you in the team, and we'd really appreciate the fact that you would be joining the team and helping us grow from here as well. Thank you very much. While saying that, next on the process is do you want to? that is done for the night, ladies and gentlemen. It was a wonderful session with you all. I would like to really appreciate everyone's patience with us during this process, during the technical glitch, during the human glitch that we have had this evening. And while we say that, I would like to thank all my